All right, we're going to be doing another live trading session today. We're going to get straight into the overall SPY. The game plan from last night is working to an exact T. You guys are well aware the game plan was to buy the oversold dips as the SPY is now fully recovering after hitting those oversold levels. So we're going to continue to be green. The green streak shall continue. We're going to get straight into the updated price action analysis and game plan and right into the live trading, man. But yeah, it's been amazing, man. Inside of Team Roar, G Roar, man, he had an amazing start to the day. Massive wins once again. You know, amazing start to the overall day. So in terms of the SPY here, we're just kind of sitting at a break and retest level. In terms of this week, we have been interested in buying oversold dips, and I told the bears to just focus on the overbought levels. So, right now we're kind of in the lower middle of the overall channel. There could be a trade here coming up soon. So yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, obviously I'm going to continue to focus on calls because there is a possibility we could hit new all-time highs this week. It is possible. If it doesn't happen, it's not going to cause me to be red, because I know what I'm doing with the levels and confirmations, you know? So yeah, we're going to give this time here, see how this reacts. A trade here is going to be coming up very, very soon. So if you look at what's going on, we had a green, red, green. Now we have a red candle, and now we're retesting the previous resistance channel, right? This is a make or break channel. It's currently breaking out and retesting, trying to hold a higher floor. As you can see, if it holds a higher floor, it starts to go back up towards the previous day highs, right? So, game plan worked to a T. For those of you who bought those oversold dips, man, and like I said, there was some massive wins once again, man. Inside of Team Roar, G Roar was calling out some massive wins today. Once again, man. So losing is a personal choice. Every single day is going green. Every single week is going green. So yeah, man. We will see. We will see. There's gonna be some trades coming up here. The chart on the SPY here is getting very interesting. Oh, it's 11:11. Okay, here we go. 11:11. Um, so yeah, there's going to be amazing trades. There's going to be amazing opportunities. It's going to be another amazing green day. It's already a green day, man. Team Roar, G Roar, they are green as fuck once again, starting off the mornings with massive W's. So yeah, man, it's gonna be amazing. So look, guys, a trade's coming up. We gotta lock in. Um, just take a look here at the overall chart, right? So this was a buy zone, this was a buy zone, this was a buy zone. All of the buy zones ended up working to an exact fucking T. If you watched the game plan yesterday, you should have been green as fuck, man. I literally told him, bro, if we go to previous day lows, I literally told him just get in without a confirmation. I literally sent the game plan. I was like, bro, if this goes back down to the previous day lows, just get in the trade. Just jump in on a fucking trade. It was the best fucking trade of the day. The game plan worked to a fucking T, man. But yeah, man, we're just waiting for another trade here, man. We've been killing this shit all fucking morning, dude. You should have seen the fucking W's, man. We had some massive W's starting off the day. Um, so yeah, we're gonna give this some time here, and we're gonna wait for another trade. Very, very simple day. The SPY hit our oversold zone. All of the levels worked. If you went with the higher level, that worked. If you went with the middle level, that worked. If you went with the lower level, that worked. If you're not holding on bullish trades in a bullish market, I would encourage you to not even fucking trade. It's like, guys, it has never been easier to be green. If you're using the game plans, you should be green every single fucking day. If you're watching the streams, you should be green every single week. If you're inside a Team Roar, G Roar, if you're using that trade alert system, you should be green every single week. So the amount of opportunities that we're giving people to get rich is fucking ridiculous. So yeah, man, losing's a personal choice. We're waiting for the next trade. Another trade will come here, and we'll see. So take a look at the daily chart. In terms of the daily chart, so it bottomed at the previous day lows, retested the highs almost, and now it's towards the upper middle, right? So, to trade this from here, we're really going to need a certain confirmation or a certain reaction. It was a lot easier to trade this in the morning. But yeah, man, it's amazing. It's amazing. If you guys use the game plan, you should have been green. You should have started your day green, 100%. The game plan literally told you, man, fucking buy calls, buy calls, buy calls. Every level, every zone worked. It literally said right here, just get in on calls. It's automatically confirmed. Fuck the confirmation. Just get in right here at 7:51. Exact lows of the day. All this week, the SPY's been doing is just reversing at all of our levels and pushing higher, just like I fucking said. So losing's a personal choice. If you guys aren't holding your trades and you're selling for losses, that's you. But all the levels work. Every single level is working. It's like if you bought it here, it went higher. If you bought it here, more upside potential. Every fucking level is working. All of the buy zones are working. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the next trade, and we'll see. Today's gonna be another amazing day. It's already been an amazing day. So yeah, man, we're gonna wait for this trade here coming up. It's gonna be another good trade here coming up. We'll see. We look at the 30-minute chart, wait for the proper confirmations, break and retest. This can, by the way, this can flip very bullish here. It really could. There's a lack of confirmations, but this can actually break out and flip very bullish here. So it is extremely tempting to buy some calls here because we're at a nice little dip and this could break out. This is a very nice level right here. This right here is also a very nice level, 752. It's like all these nice levels. We made the game plan last night and they all worked to an exact fucking T. But yeah, man, these nice levels are amazing, dude. If you guys just get in on the trades, hold the trades, you'll be green every fucking time. Losing's fucking choice. If you look, it kind of looks like this. V, breakout, retest, retest the highs, right? So V, breakout, retest, retest the highs. So guys, I might just say fuck it and get it on calls. Just understand this isn't the best of confirmations, right? So if you don't want to hold a trade that can drop first, then, But yeah, I'm definitely about to say fuck it and just get it on calls because we're at a break and retest level and the pattern showed that overall it's going to want to try to bounce. But the 30-minute candle chart is saying it's less confirmed. So just understand if we make a trade here, this isn't the most strategic thing to be doing and this can easily turn into a trade where you hold an L. So definitely start light. If we do make a trade here, just understand the confirmations are not perfect. This can easily bleed. Calls already banked like fucking crazy. Everyone should have already been green already. So yeah, we give them all the opportunities to be green. Fucking, we give them the game plan. Team Roar, G Roar, he called out massive wins today once again. So all the opportunities to get rich in a bullish market. Your guys' choice if you want to get rich or not. So yeah, man, we're just gonna wait for a trade here coming up. There's definitely gonna be a trade. Ooh, 15-minute looks a little bearish there unless it flips here quick. But this right here is a very nice level, 752. I like this a lot. So this is going to be one of our main levels from here. This little zone right here. Love this zone right here. Very nice zone. Like what I'm seeing here. Yeah, so basically, guys, look, if you're looking for the best level, especially without a confirmation, right here, this is literally like, bro, this is the new best level. And last night's game plan, it said it was here, which was the exact lows. If you're looking for the new one, because the candlesticks keep forming, it's actually right here now, 752. And then this is considered a very strong make or break level. If the market starts to reverse here, then that will be the bottom. But if you're looking for the best level, it's right here. So if you get in now, 1 point the downside, then it could start to reverse. If you wait, you could be at the exact lows, or you can miss out on the move, So just explaining that to some people who might not understand that. But yeah, man, like we're just gonna wait for the play. We're gonna wait for the trade. Like I said, if you get in here, 1 point of downside, and then it goes back to the highs. If you get in here, it should be the exact lows, very close to the exact lows. But if this flips, it's gonna be bullish. And there was 1 minute pattern saying that it would flip. So I can definitely see how someone could be like, yo, fuck it. Let's just get in on calls. Like, 1 point of downside and it could fucking break out for new highs. It's like, fuck it. You can also start light, make another trade. It's like both the trades should work. So I'm getting pretty fucking tempted knowing that. So yeah, we'll see, man. There could be a trade here very soon. We'll see. There could be a trade here coming up very, very soon. All right, guys, I'm gonna lock in. I might take a trade here. Just understand this isn't the best price, right? And it lacks confirmation, but this can flip very green very fast. So yeah, we'll see. Contracts aren't priced that bad. Decent prices. So we'll see, man. We'll give this like a minute or two. We'll see. So just remember, man, if this is bullish, it's going to break out fast. So you have to get in very quick if this is bullish here. So, it could be something like this where it chops and then just breaks out to the highs again. That's why I'm really looking at this level here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's looking pretty clean. Let's take a look at TradingView. You know, looking pretty clean here. I like the 30-minute chart. All right, if we start to bounce, I'm probably just gonna get in here. And like I said, if you want the best level, 752. Your risk is missing out. It is what it is. There is lacks of confirmations. This is not a perfect trade. This is not a perfect trade if I get in here. If you're looking for a perfect trade, wait or just buy here. You might miss out. It is what it is. You know, risk missing out, no falling knife. All right, so I think I'm gonna get in, guys. Let's see, give this a minute here. Go to 30. All right, guys, I'm in at 145 cents, 753 calls, 145 cents. Gonna try to buy the breakout here. All right, so we will see, man. 145 cents, 145 cents, 753 calls. 753 calls, 145 cents, buying the breakout. This is not the best thing to be doing. You know, like I said, if you're going to take this, you can start light or you can just, risk missing out, getting on a better level. The level where lack of confirmation would be right here. This level is more of like, if there's lacks of confirmations, this is more of a level you just kind of dive into at 752, So we'll see. If this does work, it's supposed to break out in the next 10 minutes. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to really start to hold and really start to retrace back to the highs. So we'll see, man. And like I said, on this trade, man, it's smart to start light because if you're in on this, there's lacks of confirmations, right? So this can easily drop to 752. If you're looking for a perfect trade, this is not it. For those of you looking for the perfect trade, this is certainly not it. So we'll see, man. But yeah, so far the 1-minute chart there was looking extremely bearish. As soon as I got in, we'll see if that can flip here soon. But yeah, we will see, man. So we got 9 minutes for this to close. We really got to start breaking out here soon, or it's just gonna fall off a cliff here. So yeah, man, we will see. And then the best trade with size, if we drop back down to here, 752, that'll be the best trade if this one doesn't work out. So yeah, in a situation like this, everyone should easily be able to be profitable, with a 50% success rate, especially if you're starting light right here, starting light. And if you don't want to trade it, then just wait for the better level, dude. Like I said, you look at the 30-minute chart, there's clearly lacks of confirmations to be in right now. It's like red, So, it is what it is, man. We will see. If it doesn't bounce soon, you can also just look to cut it if you want to cut it, if you're in on this. So yeah, we will see. Importance of starting light. If there's lacks of confirmations, you either miss out on the trade or you start light. So we'll see, man. We got 8 minutes here. So for this to work now, it has to start bouncing. If not, then the bears are going to start to step in and try to drop this another dollar. So this is make or break. Time is running out. It's hanging on by a thread. This is make or break. Obviously, if this starts to drop, it's going to really start to fucking. So we'll see, and we'll see what I decide to do. I might hold it. I might cut it. We'll see, I'm starting in light, so I can definitely just hold this to fucking zero easily. So yeah, one trade at a time. One trade at a time. If you guys want to get better at trading, just start fucking trading. You'll get better real fucking fast. It's like, Okay, I like this. I like this little move here. I like what I'm seeing right here, but we need to start to, if we start to break out, that's very bullish, you know? So all we really need is a breakout here. If we start to break out, this shit's gonna slam right back to the highs for a very nice little momentum trade there. So I really like this. I like the way how this green candle come in. I like what I'm seeing right now. It's trying to flip. But you know, this is the 1 minute chart. You know, this can flip right back down, right? It's the 1 minute chart. Shit looks good, then it looks bad, right? But I like what I'm seeing, man. This is looking very good, very bullish right now. Momentum's kicking in. So we got 6 minutes. So if this can continue to go up, it should just break out if the momentum can start to kick in here. We got 6 minutes until the 30-minute candlestick closes, and then once it closes, I'm gonna have to decide if I want to cut this or if I want to hold this, right? So I would say this is very bullish, and I would say this is confirmed bullish if it can start to break out here. If it starts to break out here, I would be fully convinced that it's gonna rocket back to the highs, right? So yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. It literally just went above our entry there. We got a nice VU shape recovery. Anybody who's been watching the streams knows that this right here is bullish as fuck, right? So there's probably going to be people who are adding. There's probably going to be someone who tries to YOLO a 754 call. But yeah, I would say within the next 5 minutes, we're going to start to retest the highs. I would say losing's a choice. I would say if you're red, you're not using the game plans, you're not watching the streams, you're not in Team Roar. We're green every single fucking week. So if you guys aren't making money, that's on you, dude. It's like we're making money 24 fucking 7. I don't know what other people are doing because I don't watch other people like that. So yeah, man. We're green as fuck. Oh my gosh, bro. Let me get ready to sell this. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get ready to sell this. Here we go. Oh, fuck. All right. I'm out. Sold. Sold it. Sold my position. 175 cents. Sold it 175 cents. Oh my gosh, bro. Nobody's doing this, dude. Nobody's green like this every single time, bro. Nobody. I told the game, bro, the game plan literally told them all they had to do was buy calls. The game plan literally said, bro, hop into calls, 751. You don't need a confirmation. And then the game plan literally said right here, it said we're going to focus on calls at 753, 752, 751. I told them earlier this week, all we're going to do is trade the channels. I told them if you want to buy puts, focus on the gap close reversal. If you want to buy calls, focus on the oversold levels. Dude, everything I said comes true. Everything. I looked inside of Team Roar today. I was like, bro, these motherfuckers just ran up 2 massive W's. They're starting their day green as fuck every single day. Every single week they're going green over there too. I'm like, this is the best fucking dynamic duo combination on the fucking planet. Both are winning. 100%. Look at this. Look at this. Green, moolah, unlimited winning. How could someone lose money? I just don't understand. Bro, I just don't know. How could someone lose money? We're buying the fucking lows. I told these motherfuckers to buy the lows. I went on a stream. I bought the lows when this shit was at the fucking peaks. The fuck? Bro, nobody's doing this shit. Nobody does it like us. So yeah, guys, losing's a personal choice. If you're red, that's you. We're green every single week. So if you're not in a group or if you're not green every single week, well, you know where to go for that because we're green every single week. That means every single week of the year, we're green. Green. Compound. Green. Get rich. Print. Bro. You guys want to buy puts here? Look, you want to buy puts? Look, let me show you this. You want to buy puts here? Look. Go ahead. Buy some motherfucking puts. Let's show them the motherfucking puts. Where's the fucking puts? There we go. Buy your fucking puts. Bunch of fucking assholes, dude. Look at that. Buy your puts, guys. Look. Look at that. Buy some puts. Short the market, guys. Go ahead. Bet against me. Fade me. Go ahead. Fade a company that's green every single week. That's making people rich. That's changing lives. Go ahead. Short the market. Short it. Short it to fucking zero. Bro, are people actually making predictions that the market's going to crash? Is that what they're doing? Are they saying the market's going to crash? Is that what they're really doing? I'm like, bro, go ahead, guys. Guys, fade me. Bet against the company. Bet against my success. Go ahead, dude. With or without, we're going straight the fuck up because we know how to trade. It is what it is, man. Losing's a choice. We're green every single week. Every single week we're green. Every single fucking live stream. Look at this. We sold the peak. Oh, sold the fucking peak. Look at it. It collapsed. collapsed, rejected, rejection. Oh, all the profit gone, wiped, sold the peak, sold the fucking peak. Bro, I don't know a motherfucker who tells y'all to buy the lows and then hops on a stream and buys the exact lows of the fucking peak and then sells the fucking peak. There's just levels to the game. There really is. There's levels to this shit. That looks a little bullish. I'm not going to do anything here, but that does look a little bullish there. But we're going to have to wait to see how this 30-minute closes, and we'll go from there. Dude, bears. Bears. Guys, bears. Bears. Come on, bro. Bears? Really? Are you fucking kidding me? Bears? Where are the bears in this? I don't see any fucking bears. I don't... Like, I'm looking at this. It's a big-ass green fucking parabolic. Like, guys, wake the fuck up. This is 2026. If you guys are broke, that's your choice. 100%. 100% your choice. All the opportunities for you to be green every single week. The only company who's doing this every single fucking week green. So yeah, man, we're the absolute best, highly favored, absolute best, making people rich. Speed of light printing, green every single week, undeniable, 100%, absolute the best, man. Oh my goodness, man. Let's see, man. Fucking wins. Oh my gosh, more people are joining Team Roar. Bro, more people just joined. It's the first link in the description. Bro, I'm trying to make these motherfuckers rich. The fuck? You think I'm gonna get you into something that's gonna make you broke? I'm trying to make y'all rich and rich and rich. That's all I'm trying to do, dude. Like, I know there's a lot of people in this, in their shit. Like, bro, our job is to make y'all rich. It's pretty simple. We're gonna make you very rich, you know? So yeah, man. First link in the description. You guys want to just get those far out of the money trades and print like fucking crazy both ways. It's like there's so many ways to make money. It's like, dude, I got a scalp system. He's got a far out of the money system. We got the best fucking combination of making money. You know, it really is. It's amazing. We can sit here and win all day, every single day. So we turned on the live stream and we ended up buying calls at one of the worst levels, which was the exact lows, and then we sold the peak. Yeah, that happened. And then if you use the game plan, you should have just automatically bought calls at the low of day. I didn't even have to show up. If you watch the game plan, it literally said buy calls at 751, no confirmation, just dive in head first. It's like, bro, this is crazy. Bro, there's companies, they're making tens of thousands of dollars a month just selling levels. I'm like, dude, I just gave these motherfuckers the fucking keys to the levels, and that shit was free. And then if they want, they could join G Roar. They can join my upcoming group. Like, they can get fucking rich and rich and richer. There's no reasons to be red, guys. This is the only company on the planet that actually makes you green and successful before you join anything. So if you're making money, man, you know, you guys know what to do if you want to make more money, because that's all we do, dude. We're about making money, more money, more money, more money, make more of it, more calls, print more, but we need more. We need more upside. This is too low. This is too oversold. This is not overbought. This is not the peak. It's too low. Price is too low. It's like, bro, price should be a hell of a lot higher than this. Prices are too low, guys. Raise the prices. Look, if SPY goes up another 100%, you know, if I go into a store, I'm like, bro, I hope they raise the price. Raise the price to everything. If people don't want to evolve and learn how to trade, just keep raising the prices. Fucking force them all to get rich. You know, we should live in that kind of economy, an economy that forces people to get fucking rich. Oh, the prices are higher and higher and higher. My 9 to 5 job, it just can't, I can't live a normal life. It's fucking, it doesn't pay enough. I'm like, well, maybe you should learn how to trade SPY. Maybe you should get with the fucking program. It's like, you know, you guys really need to level up and get rich. Like, dude, if it was my choice, I'd be like, yo, raise everything higher. Raise it higher, raise it higher, raise it. We need higher prices. Higher prices, force evolution, force everyone to fucking change, force everyone to fucking wake up, you know, raise all the prices higher. You know, if the rich keep getting richer, let's keep raising the prices. That's what I would do, dude. If people don't want to change, fuck it. Don't change. Stay broke for life. But you know what? We should keep raising the prices, you know? Fucking people gotta evolve and people gotta level up, or they're gonna get left fucking behind. If people are broke, they're clearly not getting involved with something like this. You know, you're clearly not getting involved with something like that if you're fucking broke in 2026. So that's what I would say. I would say raise the prices, force them all to change, crack them wide the fuck open. You know, it's like, dude, everybody needs to get rich. Losing's a choice. Fucking Raise everything. Raise the gas. Raise the fucking everything in the stores. Raise it all. Fucking triple it. Quadruple it. We need higher prices. We need higher prices. Just keep on fucking like, bro, SPY needs to be at fucking 10,000. Send this shit to fucking 10,000. Raise all the fucking prices. Make it higher. Make it higher. Force evolution. If people don't want to change, then force them to fucking change, you know? Fuck it. Like, raise it higher. It's like, oh, I still want to work this shitty job. I'm fine with my comfortable life. Nope, nope, raise it higher. Rent, double it, triple it, quadruple it, fucking seventuple it. That's, dude, if it was my choice, I would do that. I'd be like, bro, I'm tired of people who don't want to evolve. So many people in this world are too comfortable, they're too fucking lazy. Like, just raise the fucking prices so high that they're forced to fucking get up and learn some fucking shit and rank the fuck up, you know? People sleep on their evolution every single day, you know, stuck in fucking mundane fucking relationships, mundane fucking lives. Like, bro, level the fuck up. Get rich. There's companies out there in the market. They're green every single day. First link in the description, you'll see for yourself every single fucking week they're going green. They're the biggest percentage gains in the market. Bro, every single stream you see I do, we're fucking green. Like, if we can do it, the whole fucking world can get in on this. You know, we're trying to get the options volume on SPY to 100 million a day. 100 fucking million. It's going to be the most disruptive fucking company on the fucking planet, dude. People consistently winning, consistently printing every single day. You know? Like, what the puts? What the fuck is a put? Dude, I removed puts from my option chain. I can't even see the prices of puts. I'm like, bro, I don't even want that shit in my fucking site. I fucking removed that shit from my option chain. I can only see calls. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to see my motherfucking vision. Like, fucking A, dude. You know how much money we have invested into the market long term, not just day trading? Like, we have a fuck ton invested into the market because this shit's gonna double. It's an easy double. Everyone loves Bitcoin at 50K. I'm like, bro, put money into the market. This shit's gonna fucking double. Give it time. Fucking easy fucking W. Doing nothing. Easy way to double the money. Doing absolutely fucking nothing. Oh my goodness. Fucking A, dude. Like, fucking man. Losing's a choice. If you guys are red, that's a fucking choice. Look, it spiked right back up. Break and retest. Spiked right back up. Fucking every fucking thing works, dude. Look at this. This trade I was green. It went right back to red. We sold the peak. It spiked right back up. I told those motherfuckers, I was like, bro, this shit's probably gonna spike right back the fuck up. Like, bro, fucking losing's a choice, man. Losing's a fucking choice. If you guys are fucking red, you're fucking up. I'm giving you all the opportunities to get richer. I swear, bro, some people don't like money. They're like, they're allergic to this shit. They're like, bro, they're winning every single day, but some people don't join. I'm like, they don't like money. I'm literally giving them the fucking keys to get richer and richer and richer. It's crazy. But yeah, man, losing's a personal fucking choice. If you guys are red, you're with the wrong fucking people. You know, you don't have enough experience. You know, it takes, if you guys want to be green, it takes over a decade. It takes a decade. That's what it takes, you know? So you can figure this all on your own, or you can learn from experts. It takes over a decade to be green every single fucking week. So yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Losing is a personal choice. Like, oh my gosh, bro. I tried to tell the Bears. I'm like, I literally told those motherfuckers. I was like, guys, if you want puts, just buy your fucking puts. It's 755. I told those motherfuckers. I told them I'm the one who created the fucking gap closer versus trade strategy. And then that led to creating Team Roar. And I told those motherfuckers, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna buy puts, but if you motherfuckers want to buy puts, I literally told them. I said, bro, get in at 755. There's a gap here. If it looks bearish, this right here looked bearish. It looked just like this right here. This right here looked just like this right here. I told those motherfuckers, buy the puts, 755. It crashed, it crashed, it crashed. I fucking told them, dude. And then I told them it's going to be a channel week. We're just going to channel up and down, up and down, up and down. And then I told those motherfuckers, SPY's just going to try to break out and push higher later into the week. So overall week, it's bullish, but it's going to keep on trying to drop at the resistance and keep on trying to bottom at the oversold levels. Guys, if you are fucking red, you need to quit. This is the only company on the fucking planet. Dude, there's companies making tens of thousands of dollars a month just selling levels. They just give someone a fucking sheet of fucking levels. I'm over here like, bro, I told these motherfuckers yesterday, 751, 751. Like, bro, fucking people, man. If you guys are red, quit. If you look at SPY, It's obviously forming higher. Dude, look at this. Does this look bearish? Does this look bearish, guys? Look at this. Dude, this shit is setting up for a fuck you squeeze. Green, red, red, green. If you guys are not making money, you're all fucked. All of you. All fucked. I don't know what to, like, bro. This is the easiest fucking week of the year. It's never been easier. Look at this, man. Look at the fucking weekly chart. Look at this. Green, down, green, up, bullish week. Green, down, green, up, bullish week. Dude, we've been on calls 24 fucking 7. Like, holy shit, man. It's unlimited fucking printing. It's unlimited winning. I literally get them at the exact lows. I'm sitting here saying, dude, I'm not going to nickel and dime this. I could start light. I could hold the trade. It'll come back to life and go green anyways. The fuck? It's either going to be the exact bottom or it's going to drop $1. Then that will be the bottom. You know, there was lots of confirmations. If there was more of a confirmation, I would have been more certain. But I'm sitting here saying, dude, just hold the fucking, this shit's going to fucking pop the fuck off anyways. We can put in more size down here if it dropped down there. I'm not missing out. Bro, if you guys think I'm a dude, I'll hold all the falling knives in the world. All right? Give me the falling knives. I'm not missing. If you guys think I'm going to miss out on this shit, bro, I'm not missing out on this. You know? You guys can do your fucking puts and have fun with that. Like, dude, I ain't missing out on this. Fuck that. I'm not shorting the fucking economy. I'm sitting here saying, bro, they should raise the prices. This is the best time to be alive. This is worth over $1,200. We're invested heavily into the market. We're bullish on the market. The fuck? Take some of your day trading profits, put it into stocks, put it into fucking SPY, put it into fucking, you know, stocks in SPY. Fuck, like, bro, this is bullish as fuck. Fucking A, man. If you guys don't get rich, you are going to miss generational wealth. 100%. You're going to miss out on the greatest opportunities. You really are, man. You're going to miss out on the easiest fucking opportunities to create wealth, you know? Trump is only president. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, the term is going to end. This is the easiest fucking time to get rich. So yeah, make sure you guys are getting fucking rich. Make sure you're around the right people and you're around associations and companies who are going to make you rich. If they're not making you rich, leave the fucking shit. If you guys aren't making money and getting rich, leave whatever the fuck you're putting your attention into. Do not associate yourself with that. There's so many other companies out there, dude. If they're not making you rich, stay the fuck away from that shit. I'm telling you, man, this shit is fucking crazy, man. So yeah, losing's a choice. Losing's a choice. We're green again. Green, 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 green. 100% green, you know? It's like, it really is a choice. If people are fucking red, I'm like, dude, you're watching the wrong fucking stream. I don't know what fucking planet you're on. Like, oh my goodness, man. Fucking green every day. Green every fucking day. Losing's a fucking choice. Oh, more people are joining Team Roar. I'm like, bro, this is amazing. Some people actually want to get rich. Wow, it's not just us. There is a small group out there who does want to get rich. It's not everyone, that's for sure. Not everyone is joining, but there is people joining. They're joining right now. This is amazing. This is amazing. You know? Wow, like fucking there is people out there that do want to get rich. This is amazing. Not everyone wants to get rich. I understand. Some people want to be broke for life. Some people want to, you know, I get it. Like, you know, like not everyone. I completely understand, guys. I get it. Not everyone wants to have a life like this. You know, I get it. Some of you guys, you want to just have, you know, highs and lows, man, boring life, middle class. But then there's a select group who just wants to evolve so fucking high that basically this is what's going to happen. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. A lot of the people you know, they're going to be right here. They're going to be up and down, up and down. And then what's going to happen? Your life, you know, if you choose to fucking evolve, you're going to go like this, and then all those motherfuckers are going to be right back over there. And then you're going to see the contrast of that, and you're going to be like, bro, I just leveled up 1,000 fucking X. And then you're going to look at this other fucking, you know, you're going to be like, dude, these people are comfortable. They're not leveling up. Like, what the fuck are they? Like, bro, you're going to see, man. And then as you're going up, you're going to be like, oh, now there's haters. Oh, now like these people over here, they're switching up. Oh, they want money from me. Oh, whatever the fuck. You know, there is a select, you know, I would say there's probably like 2 people who are actually loyal in someone's life here. And then the rest of the people, once you evolve, you just like lose all those people. They just get removed from your life. There's probably about like two good people in this. And then from here, you guys just focus on your evolution, start companies, get rich, create wealth, you know, fucking amazing times, guys. Amazing times. It's gonna be amazing, dude. It's like a lot of the people who follow me, they don't understand. They completely lost me. They're still in this place right here, and I just keep on going up. Some people are confused. They just don't get it. I'm like, bro, I'm green every single week. Like, Mr. fucking Green over here. We're green every single week, dude. But yeah, man, evolution is amazing. I'm telling you, bro. All the people you guys hang around with, they're gonna be like here, and then when you evolve, you're gonna see the contrast. You're gonna be like, bro, I just leveled up at the speed of light, and then you're gonna see a lot of motherfuckers are gonna change and switch up. You guys are gonna see, man. It's fucking insane, dude. But yeah, man, life is amazing, dude. I'm trying to get, my goal is to get everyone here. I want to get them all to just fucking parabolic, dude. People aren't going to even be able to recognize them. They're going to be like, yo, you're green every day. How the fuck is that possible? Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, so many people, they're stuck. Guys, the middle class, that shit's gone, dude. Fucking get rich, get fucking rich. I mean, it still exists, but it's so outdated. Eventually it's just gonna disappear at some point. Like, it's fucking, you gotta evolve, you gotta level up. It's like if something goes like that and your life isn't like that, you're probably doing the wrong thing in life if you want to actually get rich and evolve. Like, fucking, oh my goodness, man. But guys, we're just waiting for the next trade. We're waiting for the next trade. I was looking at Team Roar. I'm like, bro, those motherfuckers are having massive fucking W's over there. I'm sitting there saying, dude, if they use my game plan, they should be green. If they use my live stream, they should be green. And then I'm looking at Team Roar. I'm saying, if they use that, they should be green. So I'm sitting here saying, bro, if these motherfuckers want to get rich, I think they know what to do. Like, holy shit, I'm giving them so many fucking ways to make money. This niche is fucking crazy, dude. There's people making tens of thousands a month. They're just giving people levels. They're not even trading out the levels. They're just saying, here's the levels, and that's all they do. They're making tens of thousands of dollars a month doing that. I'm sitting here saying, bro, that's all they do? They give a sheet of fucking levels? Like, fucking use my game plans, you'll be rich as fuck. And then join our groups and you'll see the realest traders in the fucking game. Like, bro, this industry is crazy, dude. This shit is fucking crazy, man. It's a crazy industry to be in. This shit is crazy, man. But yeah, we're green every day, dude. I'm just waiting for the next trade, to be that precise, to be that perfect, to hit it that nice. Like, bro, I'm just waiting for the next trade. 30-minute chart, it's all fucked up. All the best trades have played out so far. We're gonna have to give this shit some time. Told these motherfuckers to buy calls at 751. Told them to join G Roar. It's fucking unlimited winning, unlimited printing over there. Forward money options. So yeah, man, we're getting rich. You guys are either coming straight to the top with us, or you guys can try to evolve alone. Um, you know, G Roar has definitely helped level up my shit too. So it's 100% worth the investment. It's also a tax write-off. It's like, guys, you can make money and literally write the group off. This whole idea of money, guys, is all a fucking scam. You're gonna let dollars control your life. It's all a fucking scam, dude. People are literally spending money just to create ways to write off on taxes because it makes them more money and also writes off on taxes. But yeah, man, money, it's all a fucking scam. Don't let it control you guys. It's all a fucking scam. Think of all these rich people, dude. All the shit they do, they make unlimited fucking money. They don't do shit. It's like, bro, money's a fucking scam. It's all fucking just get rich, guys. You guys need to get rich. You need to get fucking rich. It's never been easier to get rich, You got to be able to see through the illusions and you got to have the right network. You got to have the right people in your life. Dude, you guys need to get rich. Losing's a choice. If you guys aren't getting rich, you are genuinely choosing to fuck up, you know? Like, bro, this is gonna get crazy, man. Like, if people choose to not join our groups, they're really gonna see that, like, that's not a good decision. If they're involved in the markets, I can assure you that it's going to cost them a fuck ton of money not knowing what we're doing, not knowing education, not know. It's like, bro, we've been in this game for a long fucking time. We've seen it all. I'm looking at the business. I'm like, dude, this shit's a joke. I'm seeing who's famous and all this shit. I'm like, bro, these motherfuckers, like, this shit's a fucking joke. I'm sitting here saying, dude, there's companies making tens of thousands a month just sending levels. They're not even trading. They're just sending a little sheet of fucking levels. I'm sitting here saying, bro, this is a fucking joke. There's people out there making that much money just sending fucking levels. Like, fuck them. We're gonna fucking blow this shit out the fucking park. We're gonna get people rich 24 fucking 7. Like, fucking shit, man. Oh my goodness. Shit is fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Tens of thousands a month just for a little quick sheet of levels. People are paying recurring for that. That shit is fucking crazy, man. But yeah, man, this market, dude, this shit is fucking crazy, man. This shit is crazy, man. So guys, we're just waiting for the next win. You know, we already had many wins. Team Roar, G Roar, they had many wins on the stream. We just had an ace fucking clutch W at one of the worst levels for calls. You know, this was our actually, if we go to the level sheet, you're gonna see this was actually our highest level for calls. Yeah, this was our highest level for calls. You know, we had the main level was 752 and 751. Um, you know, and we were considering 753. So we bought at the highest level. There was horrible confirmations. It was a break and retest. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get in. It worked to a T. And now I'm just waiting for the next play. You know, so it is what it is. It's like, bro, if people can't be successful with a 50% success rate, like guys, if you buy here and it drops to here, it's likely just gonna go right back up. But if you buy here and it starts to drop and you cut the L, right? Because cutting L's means you'll lose more times. If you want to do that, it's like, bro, fucking, if you can't figure out how to be successful at the next level and make that all back and more, then this shit is not for you. It's really not. If you guys can't be profitable with a 50% success rate, like guys, this isn't rocket science. You can add to winners, you can cut L's quicker, you can hold the L's, they're gonna come back to life vast majority of the time. Like, dude, if people can't sit here and say, all right, this is a good level for calls, this is the best level for calls, let's try here. If it doesn't work out, we take an L. And then right here, this is a better entry, it's gonna go up more. If they can't figure out how to go green to red, then don't trade. I'm not sitting here saying like, dude, there wasn't a perfect confirmation. I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for fucking 752. Like, no, fuck that. If I go red, small L, it's gonna come back to life anyways if I hold it, and I'll just make it all back and more. You know? I don't mind going red to green in certain situations. So we're green as fuck. If you guys are red, that's all you. Every fucking level. Watch the video, dude. Watch the video. You know? Watch the video. People join because they're making money. That's why people join. If you want to know why people join our groups, it's because they're making money. If you want to know why people stay in our groups, it's because they're making money. People keep coming back because they're making money. So, you know, you guys can either get rich or stay broke for the rest of your life. I'm looking at the trajectory of the market and I'm sitting here saying, dude, if you guys don't hop on the call fucking wave, y'all are fucked. You really are, you know? It could be worse. You know, I could be dedicating myself to buy and put options and shorting the market. It could be a lot worse. But I'm over here dedicating myself to becoming the absolute best bull within the market. That's my number one focus is to be in alignment with the trend. When the trend switches, then obviously trade calls less, wait for the best confirmations, right? More time out of the market. But yeah, man, we're fucking, dude, fucking, we're green every single. How can people not be green when something just goes straight up? You know, there's people, some people talk about Ponzi schemes. I'm like, bro, have you ever tried to like buy and hold SPY? It just keeps going up. It's like people talk about Ponzi schemes. I'm like, bro, just buy and hold SPY. This shit just keeps on going up to fucking infinity. You know, the fuck? Like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, man, if people want to get rich, just fucking buy asset classes that keep going up. They just keep on going higher and higher and higher. The fuck? Like, there's rich people looking at this shit. They're saying, bro, we have all this money. Where can we put all this money to just double it? And then they're looking at SPY and they're all saying, yo, let's fucking let's buy this fucking shit. Like the same way people were looking at fucking Bitcoin at fucking 50,000, running that shit up to double their money. I'm telling you guys, the stock market shit is gonna double. It's gonna go up 100%. This is an easy fucking double. It's gonna take time, you know? So as we're invested into that shit, we're just fucking holding, we're just fucking day trading. We're running up this day trading shit 24 fucking 7, taking some of the profit out to invest the money. It's gonna be the easiest fucking double. You guys will get left behind. Look, if you're not getting shit rich day trading and then investing some of that into something that's going to double, you're missing out on generational wealth, dude. A day trader can come in, they could take 10K, run that shit up to hundreds of thousands, take some of that, you know, take 6 figures plus, put into investment, another fucking double, dude. All these ways to make money. Like it's unlimited fucking money. SPY is the unlimited fucking money glitch. If you guys are following someone who's trading SPY and they are not making you rich every single week, you are following the wrong fucking people. All right? This is the internet. Not everyone's a trader. Some people are influencers, some people are marketers, some people, you know, they haven't been in the game long enough. You're following the wrong people. You should be green every single week. If you guys are not green every single week, you're following the wrong people. You know? If you're watching my streams, if you're in Team Roar, if you guys aren't green, it's not for you, dude. It's not for you. We're green every single fucking week. Losing is a fucking choice. It really is, man. So if you guys don't get involved, man, I'm telling you, missing out on the greatest opportunities, dude. Greatest of opportunities. You ain't gonna find another stream like this, and you ain't gonna find another G-Roar. That's for sure. You ain't gonna find another G-Roar. This is the best fucking dynamic combination on the fucking planet. If you guys like me, you're gonna love G-Roar, 100%. If you guys like me, you're gonna fucking love him. Um, so we'll see, man. We will see how this reacts here in terms of the 30-minute chart. You know, we're getting ready to close in 6 minutes. I dipped my toes in. It worked. I could have done it again. It would have worked again. I could have milked the living fuck out of this. So we're just waiting for more of a confirmation because look, we all understand. It looks like the market is trying to set up for like it looks hell of a lot better on Thinkorswim. If we go to Thinkorswim, we can see this a lot more clear. It looks like it's trying to set up for a squeeze, right? Like a fuck you spike. Um, and we're sitting here trying to determine if that's going to be today for new highs or if that's going to be tomorrow. We do know in terms of the week, it's going to try to have a bullish week. It might not. We're taking this one step at a time, right? Confirming the shit, not just blindly getting in on a bias where something could hit a new all-time high this week. But yeah, man, we're taking this one step at a time, and we're just winning one step at a time, and it's unlimited fucking wins. If you guys aren't winning, you're watching the wrong shit, dude. We're green every single fucking time. It's like, bro, I wasn't streaming in the morning. I was fucking trading, and I looked at fucking I was just trading off stream. Dude, I was fucking trading. G-Roar was fucking killing it. We were all fucking just killing this shit, dude. It's unlimited wins. It's unlimited fucking prints. Like 24/7, man. Like all we do is win. All we do is print 24 fucking 7. So yeah, man, losing's a choice. I told him in last night's game plan, man. It's crazy, dude. My least viewed video. I'm like, bro, when my views are getting faded, shit must be at all-time highs. We must be like making a fuck ton of profit. I'm telling you, bro, it's not for everyone. Success is not for everyone. A lot of people are gonna quit. It's not for everyone. But yeah, dude, I made this video last night. It was like my least viewed video and like for fucking ever. I literally told everyone, I was like, yo, calls here, calls here. I gave them the opportunity to join G-Roar. They're green as fuck again. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Social media, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. It doesn't reward the best of work. It is what it is. Um, we're green every day, compounding the counts. It is what it is. But yeah, guys, we're just waiting for confirmation. As you guys can see, the market, it had a resistance level, it had a breakout, it had a retest, it bounced a lot, right? So it's either going to fake out and come back down to here and then bounce, or it's going to start to break out to new highs, right? So we're giving that some time to see how it reacts. If you look at the 30-minute chart, we do have some slight similarities to where this started to drop. Started to drop here, started to drop here, and then if you look at this, started to drop here, right? Obviously, at some point, another parabolic spike will get triggered at a dip. So we're trying to see if that's going to happen again here or if that's going to happen again here. But yeah, man, we're just giving this shit some time. The 30-minute chart looks a little bit degenerate. So yeah, man, we dipped our toes in. We could sit here and milk this all day, and then we'll run into an L eventually. And then, just from there, manage the risk accordingly. But yeah, we're just waiting for another W, man. We're just waiting for another W, dude. We're just waiting to win 24 fucking 7. Some people who trade, they want to win 24/7. They're like, yo, give me the YOLOs, give me this, give me that. I want it all. I want to be green every single way possible. I'm like, bro, we got you covered. If you guys are looking for the best power hour trades in fucking history, those are definitely in Team Roar. G-Roar, the first link in the description. They're definitely there if you're looking for the fucking greatest power hour trades in fucking history. And the morning trades are fucking amazing too. So it's a great way to just start your day green, call it for the day, and then come back during power hour if you want and take a small risk to make a fuck ton more profit. But yeah, man, losing's a choice. Losing's a personal choice. If you guys are red, you're involved in the wrong. You're not in a secret you're not in Trader Society. If you guys are red, you're not involved with Trader Society, 100%. You're definitely not. If you guys are red, you're not involved with Trader Society. You guys need to find a society who's going to get you rich. That's what you guys need to find. There's not a lot of good ones. We're green every single week. We make people rich. So, and if you guys look at what's out there, it's just a bunch of noise, a bunch of marketing, a bunch of people losing money. We're green every single week. It's a lot different over here. Um, We're not just selling levels and making tens of thousands of dollars a month in a business. We're actually like, trading and killing it every single day. Yeah, dude. Some people dude, I was like, man, I was like, bro, this industry, that's what they do. I saw this business. I was like, bro, this guy's making tens of thousands of dollars a month. He just gives these motherfuckers levels every single day. I'm like, bro, that's what he fucking does. He just gives them fucking levels. I'm like, what about all the fucking trading and all this other shit? Like, fucking hey, dude, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy, man. But yeah, dude, I give people the best levels in the business. And then I tell them, yo, if you want to get involved with experts who know how to fucking trade, I give them the opportunity to make more money actually fucking trading, not just giving them fucking levels. So yeah, man, we just do things differently over here to get people rich. It's fucking crazy, man. So yeah, we're just waiting for the next play, dude. Waiting for the next play. 100% fucking success rate today. 1 for 1, 100% success rate. Um, you know, if you look at the market right now, it's a bit degenerate. So, every time it kind of went degenerate, um, so, it's either this where it drops and then bottoms at 752, or it's this where it just fucks, and then it goes up, right? So it's either the scribble scrabble, bullish breakout, or the crash, right? We have all the time in the world. It's halftime right now, so we have 4 hours to make another trade. Not that we need to. We're already green enough to walk away for the day. I'm green on the stream. G-Roar, killed it in there. Many green trades. So losing's a fucking choice. If a company's green every single fucking week, rarely has red days, then losing's a fucking choice. It truly is. But yeah, 15-minute chart looks a little bit degenerate right now. But yeah, guys, we're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait. We dipped our toes in. We went a little bit degenerate. It worked. We can keep doing that, and it'll keep working until it doesn't, and then we'll take a small L. Or we could just wait for a better setup. So right now, I'm just choosing to wait. I could have bought the dip again. Could have bought the dip again. I could have done it. It would have worked. But I'm just choosing to wait. That's what I'm choosing to do right now. I just really do not like the look of what I'm seeing. I really don't. But I will say there's high probabilities that it can bottom here and then it can spike back up to the high of this wick. So for those who are looking to just say fuck it, there's definitely high probabilities that we can bounce back up. But we'll give this some time. We'll see how it reacts. Who knows? We might make another, Deacon trade. We might do it. But we're certainly not going to flip red on the day if it's an L. 100%, dude. And the wins in Team Roar were fucking massive again, percentage-wise. So all of that printed in the morning once again. It's fucking crazy, man. The amount of fucking winning is truly disturbing, man. It really, like, it's so disruptive. It really is. But guys, this can easily flip bullish and break out like it did when I was buying into red and then it flipped green. It could do the same shit. This is a three-way slanted red. If it holds this, it's gonna break out like fucking crazy. That's why one thing I will say is if it starts to flip green, I might consider, more of a degenerate trade because there's lack of confirmations. Like I said, if you're looking for the perfect confirmations, if you're not looking to hold L's, this is not it right now. This is we're a little bit degenerate right now, but this can easily just rip right back up. So just understand that. For those of you who are looking for the most perfect trade, that's not what we're currently looking at here. So if you trade it, it means you have to trade like a degenerate to be successful, right? So if you're going to trade like a degenerate to be successful, it means you have to manage your risk, right? So we just had a green trade. So even if the next trade goes lower percentage wise, we're not going to flip green to red because we're managing our risk, sizing down even lighter, right? And we can look to size in normal and bigger on the better setups. When something better comes, we can look to size in more normal and we can look to add to the winners, right? But we still have to manage our risk. We're not flipping green to red. No matter what you guys do not flip green to red. If you have a trade, nice trade, you're green enough to walk away. Whether the next trades go more down percentage wise or they go more down cent wise than the previous trades, do not flip red. Do not flip green to red. Make sure you're sizing your positions down as you keep on trading, right? Do not continue to size up. The only way to size up in a way that's not risky is to add to winners and set profit stops. You will not flip green to red. So if you're sizing down and you want big wins, make trades that are going to give you big wins and also add to winners and set profit stops so you don't flip green to red. So that's what the fuck we're doing. We're gonna see. So if the market starts breaking out here, it could flip bullish again. So we're gonna lock in here. So yeah, man. We'll see, man. This is fucking amazing, dude. But to be green every single fucking week, it's an amazing feeling. It's the greatest energy, you know? If you guys want good energy, learn how to be green every single week, you know? Very good energy. Lots of confidence, lots of high fucking euphoria, lots of, bro, the music changes, the sounds of the music start changing, they start sounding a million times better. Like everything changes for the best. You guys need to be green every single week. You really need to be green every single week. If there's people who are green every single day, you guys need to learn how to be green every single week, you know? And that's just part of getting involved with the right associations, and the right experts who can help get you to green every single week. You know, not everyone in this niche is like fucking shit in marketing like Lambos and shit. There's actually real people who are like fucking dominating the game every single week. Like not everybody's shit. So yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. We got plenty of time. So guys, 12 p.m. are key times for reversals. They're also key times for continuation, right? So the price has been trying to drop. It could be a key time where it finally sells off to 752 and then bounces back to 753. Or it could be a key time for reversal where it retraces back towards the highs, right? So 12 p.m. are always key times for big moves. Remember that. They're always big times for big moves, reversals, or the same direction it came from, right? So we'll see how this reacts here. We obviously have a key level right here. And like I said, guys, there is absolutely no confirmation for calls. So if we make a trade, this is more on the degenerate side. One thing that helps with degenerate trades is the 1 minute chart, the 5 minute chart, getting in, getting out quickly, and the levels. So 752 is a very strong level, right? So since the momentum's kicking in, there could be a trade. Just understand this is more on the degenerate side if we do anything. So don't go risking green to red. You know, if the trade drops more percentage wise, if the trade drops more percent wise than the win, do not go risking that green to red. So we're going to see, man, all of the dips today have been printing, and we're at one of the best levels to buy the dip. The only other level to buy the dip below this would be 751. So, right? So 751, this is your absolute best level. Just dive in head first. 752, high probabilities is going to bounce. So guys, I'm getting ready to make a trade here. I'm probably just going to say fuck it and get in, right? So I'm getting ready to make a scalp here. Let's take a look at the chart here. Let's take a look at the chart here real quick. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to make a trade here. You know, we'll see how that goes. Don't go risking green to red. But let's lock in here, man. Let's focus. So let's see. All right, so I'm looking at, let's see. All right, 752 calls, looking at these. All right, so I'm in at 149 cents. 149 cents. 752 calls. 752 calls, 149 cents. So in terms of our levels, 752 is the second best level. The absolute best level is the lows. You know, this could go back to the lows. It could, but it could also bounce first and hit 753 before it goes back to the lows. Or it can just go right back to the highs too. So it can do a lot of different things. There's lacks of confirmations. 752 is definitely a strong level to be buying calls. It doesn't mean it's going to reverse back to the highs, but it does mean there is high probabilities of a nice spike before going lower. So, you know, I waited for a red green to come in, and we'll see if we can get some continuation here, and then I'll lock in gains for a nice little scalp there. All right, so we'll see, man. It's currently spiking up. And like I said, anything can happen. We can go back to the highs, or we can just crash and go lower, right? Because there's no fucking confirmation. So, you know, what I'm doing is I'm simply day trading the short-term time frame with our levels, you know? And this can easily turn into an L. So we'll see how this reacts here, you know? You can see, look, it instantly spiked and then it crashed. That's very high probabilities it can do something like that. Which is why I'm more focused on a scalp in a situation like this. But regardless, 752 is a very nice level, you know, to be buying towards. But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see how this reacts. We'll see what I end up doing here. You know, this shit wants to break out. We'll see. Look at the 5 minute chart. 5-minute chart looks clean. I like to look on a 5-minute chart. Very clean, very bullish. All right, this is ripping, so let's get ready to start locking in gains. This could just drop right back down too, right? Lacks of confirmations. So guys, the trade is green. Know the risk of holding. It's not green by a lot. I'm probably just gonna say fuck it and just hold this shit for a little bit. It is what it is, man. You know, we'll see. We can get one more rip to fucking here. That would be nice. But yeah, this shit has got to start popping the fuck up here. All right, come on, fucking bro, go up, do something. Fucking bro, go the fuck up. Fucking like, go up, break out. The fuck, dude. Oh, take your time, please. Take your time. Okay, take your sweet time. Fucking degenerate, fucking price action, dude. Break the fuck out. Oh my goodness, dude. Bro, am I just gonna sell this shit here? Like, this fucking... They're really just like, bro, I don't like waiting a long period of time when price is degenerate. Everybody knows that. Like, fucking hurry the fuck up. Holy shit. Bro. Guys, we're playing with fire at this point. If you go green to red, that's you. The trade is green, you know? So know the risk of holding, man. The trade is green. It went to 161 cents, you know? See, this is what I'm talking about, dude. This is why I like to sell the rips on degenerate trades, because look, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. If you take the risk, the shit goes right back to red on a degenerate trade. Fucking, we're right back to where we started. We could have just taken profits there. Fucking A. Now this can just try to bleed out. Fucking hell of a market, man. That's what I'm saying, dude. If you guys are trading short-term time frames with lacks of 30-minute confirmations, you get in, you get out. Because, dude, shit like that happens 24 fucking 7. Look at this. Fucking right back to where we fucking started. Oh my goodness, dude. Fucking traps for fucking days. But yeah, man, we'll see. I'm still in on this trade. It just went full fucking degenerate on me. That doesn't look good. If it can bounce back, it will start to look good. But oh my gosh, that looks fucking horrible right now. You know? But yeah, I'm sure there's someone who sold the peak of that. You know, we had 3 minutes to get out at 163 cents. So 149 to 163. It's a little W there. So it was a win. You know, I chose to hold it and now it's red. So, you know, if you guys hold trades where the 30-minute chart isn't in your favor, you know, you got some probabilities and some odds against you. 100%. But yeah, man, we'll see. This is looking like a sea of fucking red right now. But the trade was green, so we will see. 5-minute chart looking degenerate. It's like, bro, if this shit goes back to the lows, I'm gonna take a very heavy position size. On calls, I'll wait for more of a confirmation on the calls, and then futures. I'm gonna take some heavy size on futures likely right towards the lows here if we go back to the lows. So the trade was green, the trade worked. You know, you guys know the risk of holding this shit. This can go to the lows. It's possible. It can also bottom here and then go higher. So you guys know the risk of that. But yeah, man. I'm still on the trade. And if we go back to the lows, I'm gonna put extremely heavy size on futures and I'll wait for a confirmation for calls, and then that should be a perfect trade on calls. So the scalp worked, and now in terms of holding, it's not working, right? So if you guys want to cut the L, you can cut the L if you didn't take the profit. I'm still on the trade. You know, I'm still on the trade, so we'll see. But if it goes back to the lows, I would rather have it go back to the lows. If you're asking me, I would rather have this shit go back to the lows. So if you're wondering what I would rather happen at this point, I would rather have this shit just fall off a fucking cliff and go back to the lows. That would be my personal preference, if you're asking me. So yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. You know, we have plenty of time to go back to the lows. We have plenty of time to bounce here and go back to the highs. I mean, it's only $1 away from the lows too, you know? So we got plenty of time to retrace back there. But yeah, man, we'll see. If you guys look at the 30-minute chart, as of now, this is the same exact pattern and trend for July 13th, right? This is the same pattern as July 13th, same pattern as um, you know, today, same pattern, right? So in a situation like this, you know, we just gotta wait for the 30-minute chart to flip green again. I will say though, there's very high probabilities that we do bounce. Even if it goes lower, I think it should be able to bounce first, right? So I would say there's still very strong high probabilities within the next 45 minutes that we go to 753.30, you know? So what can happen is we can spike first and then go lower, or we can just go lower and then spike, right? Those are some of the possibilities. So yeah, we'll see. We will see, man. But yeah, this shit. So the price dropped 70 cents against us on this buy there. So we'll see, man. We will see. But like I said, man, at this point, it would be nice if they can just like flush this to the lows and then we just wait for a confirmation and then we have a crazy massive W, you know? It would be nice if that can happen from here. It really could be. But yeah, guys, always remember, man, if you're getting in on a trade, dude, if you know the 30-minute is not in your favor, dude, green to red, that shit's a choice. 100% a choice. And like I said, you guys can cut this whenever you want to cut this, dude. Um, you know, you guys, if you got in on that, you can cut it whenever you want to cut it. You could have taken profit here. You could cut it here. You guys can do whatever you want. At this point, you know, all I can really do is just wait for a confirmation on a 30-minute chart. If I really wanted to push it, I could just make a trade on futures here. So, you know, fuck, that's actually not a bad idea. Like, bro, fuck it. I might just make a trade on futures here, actually. Bro, fuck it. Guys, this is a little bit degenerate, but it's probably gonna work, so fuck it. Like, all right, so guys, I think I'm just gonna make a trade here. Let me see. Look at the 30. Let's see. 30-minute candle is fucking insane. So guys, I might make another trade here. We'll see. Let me give this a second here. This can easily go back to 753.30. All right, let me give this like we'll give it a little time here, man. Because you guys know 752 was one of our best levels. We got in a bit higher, you know, and then it dropped. So it could bottom here and rip. All right, so guys, I'm in on futures here. I just got in on ES. I'm in on ES here. So I just got in on futures here. We'll see. So this still has high probabilities of going to here. You know, this has high probabilities of going to here. There's also high probabilities it goes to there. You know, in the 30-minute chart, there's no clear confirmation. There's reasons for it to go up, but there's no clear confirmation. And like I said, this can easily go back to the lows. But there is high probabilities we can bounce here. So we'll see, man. We'll see what the fuck this wants to do, you know? We will see. But yeah, man. I'm in another trade there. And we'll see. And then if it goes to here, I'll just make another trade. You know? And then that would be three more. That'd be three trades in total. So if it goes to here, this is the next level. I would make another trade here. And if you guys want the perfect confirmations and you don't want to hold losers, like I said, you know, just wait for the confirmations. And if you guys, you know, if you don't want to be red, sell when you're green. You know, the trade was green. It went up like 15 cents. So sell when you're fucking green. Sometimes they go up more. Sometimes they go red. You know, it is what it is. There was no 30-minute fucking confirmation. but I'm seeing reasons on the 30-minute chart um on how this is bullish as fuck. So yeah, man. So today I'm being a bit more aggressive on not wanting to miss out. So I'm still, being more on the degenerate side right now. When we get the 30-minute candles, you know, things will be hell of a lot easier and better, and we shouldn't be holding L's. But yeah, we'll see, man. So profit target is right here. 753.30 would be our profit target. And yeah, and just so you guys know, this is another trade. It's green. It could go red, you know? Just so you guys know. When I say losing's a personal choice, if something's green and it goes to red, well, it was a fucking choice to be green. Just so you guys know, If you're gonna aim for big wins when the 30-minute chart is going against you, you guys are fighting a trend if you hold that shit, right? So just understand that. It could easily rip to 753.50. It can also easily crash to 751, So it is what it is. In situations like this, scalping is definitely the more better way to go against an overall trend that could reverse because it's just going to try to flip green to red a million times. That's all it's going to do. So hope that makes sense, man. Hope that makes sense for someone who needs to understand that. There's nothing on the 30-minute chart. I'm definitely being aggressive on the Deacon side. I could have sold for profit. I chose to hold it. So it is what it is, man. Well, we'll see, dude. We will see. We got the best reversal. We'll look for the best reversal confirmation at 751. Yeah, we'll see, man. It's like all the trades went green. Losing was a choice. So yeah, we'll see. But the next level from here is 751. So that's our next level, right? So just so you guys know, this is clearly falling knife. Like I said, July 13th, falling fucking knife, falling fucking knife. Shit is fucking collapsing. Shit is collapsing, right? So if the 30-minute candle flips green, it'll start to reverse. If it doesn't, then it's not gonna reverse until it starts to flip green. So you guys know the risk of holding that. You guys do what you want. So yeah, man, and we'll see. Oh my goodness, man. Just holding these trades. Holding these trades. But yeah, we got 3 hours and 39 minutes here. We'll see how this reacts, man. Too fucking chart has been too fucking degenerate on the bullish side today. Definitely fucking degenerate. This could be the exact lows or it can keep going lower. We'll see, It's dropped it's dropped 90 cents from our first entry, right? So if you guys hold it, you're risking another dollar. If you don't, then So yeah, we will see, man. Green as fuck. Green. The green team. But yeah, man, we will see. But yeah, guys, the 1-minute chart right now is looking horrific. That's not looking good there. In terms of downside potential, this can drop another dollar. If we look at the 30-minute chart, it's been a fat red fucking candle. So, next 30 minutes, this is either gonna reverse or just continue to go back to the low of day. We'll see, man. But yeah, we'll see. Best trade with decent position size and add to winners will be towards the lows. That's where showing, being aggressive with size will definitely be stepping in. It's the 100% best setup. Oh man, we'll see, man. We got 3.5 hours. But yeah, in a situation like this, this can easily reverse. So this could be a situation like we get this big red candle. If it holds the lows and flips green, it goes right back up, you know? So it could be that. But obviously it has to hold the lows and it has to flip green. That's why I say if you guys are looking for the confirmations, um, to be holding, you guys know what to look for. It's just like yesterday, you know? So this, like all the market has been doing, is just selling off at resistance and then bottoming at support. And the best support level is the low of day and then also 749.70. Those are the best support levels. So, you know, if you guys getting at the best levels, those are the best ones to just hold without a confirmation and you can get at the best price. It could also go lower. If you wait for confirmation, you know, it'll be confirmed at a higher price, but it should just instantly work in your favor like it did here. So, you know, when it comes to putting size and size into the trades, that would really start, you know, right around here when it comes to putting size in and especially trying to hold trades for longer periods of times. Um, you know, so we'll see, man. We will see. There's going to be a crazy reversal this week. And, you know, we're going to see if that's going to be today or if that's going to be tomorrow. It can also be both days. There could be two reversals each day. But yeah, so from here, if we just wait for the 30-minute chart, you know, to close bullish, all the trades should be a lot better. You know, they should be like that first trade that just went clean. But yeah, man, in terms of, you know, degenerate trades, in terms of Deegan mode, you know, that's definitely not going to be doing that for the rest of the day. Those were some, you know, they instantly dropped. So they could still turn green. We have plenty of time. But from here, I'm just gonna wait for the best confirmations because this shit is looking horrible right now, you know? That can all change very quickly. I mean, you guys saw what happened yesterday. One little spike, a couple minutes in the day, flipped the whole market. And like I said, there's very strong reasons to be buying the market and holding the market. You know, from where is this, bro? It's fucking charts. There's very strong reasons to be buying the market right here at 751, right? Sometimes things bottom earlier, you know, it could bottom at 752, might not go to 751. If you use confirmations, you guys are obviously gonna see how accurate the timing would be. And you know, you wouldn't have to hold something that just fucking there's lacks of confirmations. But you guys know if you're scalping, you know, if the shit's green, just get out of the trade. If you're getting in, you're getting out. Like if you guys are in a trade where it's going against you like that, like if there's lacks of confirmations, you know, you can just scalp it for a small win. You can do that too. It's like both of the trades. This trade was green for 3 minutes. This trade was green for 2 minutes. So both of the trade was green. Obviously, the puts would be up a lot more. But if you're scalping against a short term, you know, 30-minute candle, it's like that's what you would get. You would get a small win. You wouldn't get the massive W's. Obviously, if you size in big and don't hold this shit and just get in and out, then there would be bigger W's. But look, man, we'll see. You know, the market, it has the highest probabilities of reversing at 751 to 752, right? So it definitely makes sense to take starters at 752, you know? So we'll see, man. We will see, you know? We got a spike here. We'll see if it just wants to keep on collapsing or if it wants to reverse. All right, so let's see, guys. The 30-minute candle is closing, so let's study how this closed here, right? And like I said, the more time passes, the easier this is going to get, and the better the trades are going to be. Because from here, we're not going to do any Deegan trades. We already made 2. Well, technically we made 3, and the first one worked, and another 2 worked, but they flipped red because it didn't sell for gains. But we already did 3. I'm still holding 2. So no more degenerate trades for today. Obviously, if the degenerate trades flip green and I sell for profit, then maybe I'll do more degenerate trades. But right now, no more degenerate trades. We're gonna wait for the absolute best setups at the best prices. So we're definitely this is a very good price. But we gotta see, the confirmations. So we know our best zone is right here. This is where, when it comes to sizing and holding, this shit right here is fucking insane. It really is. So we'll see, man. We will see. The next 30-minute candle can flip this whole thing upside down and turn it bullish. So for it to bottom here and be the low of day, the 30-minute candle has to be green, and we have to hold 751, right? So the low of day has very high probabilities of being right around 751 to 750.70. It can also be right around here. All right, so we'll see how this reacts, guys. So this can be a very bullish reversal. It could be. Now, in order for this to be a bullish reversal, this is what would need to happen. So basically, the SPY here would have to hold this level. If it holds this level, there is no reason for puts. There really is absolutely no reason for puts. Despite this being very, very red, there's no reasons for puts, and the market will try to reverse. So it has to hold 751.50 to 751. As long as the SPY holds this zone and it starts to break out and retest right here, this is what's going to happen. It's going to instantly start to recover back to 753 and retrace back towards the highs. Obviously, it's not as confirmed yet, but if you're trying to trade using lower time frames, if it starts to react bullish around here and it holds 752, that would mean that the bulls are really trying to show their strength. Obviously, at any point in time with the 1 minute, 5 minute lower time frames, this can easily flip back to red and go green to red, right? So for bulls to show true strength, they need to stay above 752. If they're lacking, they need to hold 751s. If they can do those 2 things, there's no reason for new lows. All it's going to try to do is reverse, right? In order for the bears to get fucked, for the bears to get really fucked, SPY just has to hold 752. If we don't even go back to here and SPY just holds 752, the bears are fucking clipped. They're not in the game anymore. They're absolutely fucked. So we'll see, man. We got a nice little start here to the 30-minute candle. So we'll see, man. And we'll see how this reacts. If it holds 752, all it's gonna do is just go right back up. That's all it's gonna do. These are very strong, like, retracement signals, so there's lots of reasons to be bullish today. There's lots of reasons to buy the oversold dips. But the market can easily retrace back if it holds the right levels with the right confirmations. It can easily retrace back, towards these wicks over here. But in terms of timing, the bulls have to hold 752. If they do that, it's going to go right back up. If they don't, then they just need to hold 751, and then it will try to reverse. They're definitely showing strength, right? So if you guys aren't going to use the 30-minute confirmations, you got to use the other time frames and trade them to the best of your abilities. Scalp, get in, get out. If you hold, know the risks. The 30-minute candle can flip green to red. It's not confirmed. It looks a fuck ton better than it did before. Definitely looks better than when I was fucking buying. When I fucking bought that shit, it was a sea of fucking red. This is opening up green, and it's holding the most important level for reversal. Like I said, for this to instantly reverse here, it just has to stay above 752. If they do that, that means the bulls are showing true strength. But if it starts to go below 752, then the bulls are fucking off a cliff again, and then they got to hold the lower levels. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. That 5-minute chart looks pretty fucking kick-ass right now. I like what I'm seeing on the 5-minute chart. So if you guys look at what's happening right now, the bulls are really trying to step in. We'll see if they can continue that, though. But we have this fade, reversal, down, trend reversal, down, up green, bullish. So guys, one thing I want you to do is focus on the 5-minute chart. So this can actually be, especially for those of you who are scalping or just wanting to get in around this price, look at this, man. Look at this right here. Look at this right here. You see how it looks the opposite? Look, it's forming resistance with all the wicks. Resistance, resistance. Now look, it's upside down right now. It hits 752 and look, they're trying to turn it upside down. Look, now it's a V. You see like the V, you see this shit reversing, right? You see like the V, the reversing, right? So it's not confirmed yet that this is going to happen. But if the next 5-minute candle closes green and it starts to break out above 752.50, then I would say if we can get the break above 752.50 and the 5-minute chart starts to close green, I would say that we bottomed and then it roars back to 753.50. So that's what would need to happen for this to be precise timing right here. You know, it's gotta turn the 5-minute, it's gotta close the 5 minutes green. It's gotta break above 752.60. If it can do those two things, then it's on the verge of breaking out. If not, then it's going to try to fake out and go back to the lower levels, die, fuck around, and then try to reverse with the confirmations. So this is a key pivotal point where a massive trade is setting up. It's about to fall off a fucking cliff and drop, or it's about to reverse. This is a very key pivotal point, right? If the bulls can't start closing these 5-minute candles green, they're gonna get fucked again. That's what the 5-minute chart is saying here. So we'll see how this reacts. You know, but if they can't start closing that shit green, then they're gonna try to do another fucking ride down to this zone, right? So if we break above here, we start to hit this magnet. If we go below here, we start to hit this magnet. In terms of the bulls, there's no 5-minute candle green yet. So they really need to hold this shit and flip this shit, or they're going to start to drop again back to the lower levels. So that's where we're at in terms of the market right now. That's exactly where we're at. It's hanging on by a fucking thread. It either reverses here, flips green, breaks out, or if it can't start closing at green and starts dropping lower, then it's going to fuck off another cliff. And then when it fucks off that cliff, that should be the absolute best level to be buying calls, just buying in general without a confirmation. But if you guys want the confirmations, then just wait. You know, like if someone's day trading right now, wait for the 5-minute chart to close green. If it starts to break out, then look to get in. If it doesn't do that, it's still going to try to drop lower. So it's hanging on by a thread. If it starts to close green, it's looking bullish. If it closes red, then it just has more reasons to go lower and lower and lower. It's just back in that fucked up drop place again. So we'll see how it actually closes here. But I will say this 5-minute chart is really going to help lead the short-term direction for a trade here. For those of you who do want to make a scalp with the 30-minute chart all fucked up, the 5-minute chart is definitely going to help lead the direction here. It's giving strong signals of what the next thing is going to happen here, of the next move. So we'll see how that closes, man. That's going to close in 3 minutes. If this can start to break out here, I'm getting a lot of bullish frequencies. So if the 5-minute closes green, I might add to the futures trade. You know, if this can go, so guys, look at the pattern. Look at this. Down, up, Bro, if this can just close green and start to break out, it's gonna go up $1. So if it can do that, I'm gonna be interested in adding to my position. If not, there's no fucking reason to be adding to anything because then it would try to just gravitate back towards here and here. So we'll see, man. We got 2 minutes. This is thin fucking ice. A big trade is getting ready to set up here, that's for sure. This is either about to fucking spike and break out like crazy, or it's just gonna fuck off another cliff and then try to reverse. The 5-minute candle just flipped green, and you guys can even see here, the 5-minute candle was red first, and then it closed green. So if this closes green, I'm just gonna add to the trade probably. If not, then just gonna chill, just hold the position. But yeah, man, we'll see. It's got 1 minute left. They just flipped it red. Fucking, that's why I'm saying, dude, waiting for candlesticks to close. It's like if this closes red, all the bears are gonna want to start to get in if it starts to drop and send it lower. That's what they're gonna want to do. So if you guys want the most precise timing, perfect entries, just wait for candlesticks to close, dude. Just wait for the fucking candlesticks to close. The 30-minute chart has been against us. Bro, they just look, they're pulling a fucking look at this shit. They just literally pulled a fucking July 13th on us. They literally just pulled that July 13th on us. We still have extremely high probabilities of reversing at 751. But the bears, dude, their 30-minute red candles fucked the whole thing in terms of timing. So we'll see, man. This is like so fucking so now we have to bounce. So look, this actually doesn't look bearish here. Even though that closed red, this actually doesn't look bearish. As long as we hold 752, shit is still looking good. If not, then it starts to fall off another cliff. So the bulls really, they're hanging on a fucking thread here. They really need to start to break out, or it's gonna gravitate back towards the magnet. So we'll see, man. If the bulls can't start to flip this 5-minute chart, this shit is gonna start to fucking crash again. So yeah, man, this is fucking right to the fucking wire of this fucking shit. They're hanging on by fucking threads, dude. They're literally hanging on by a fucking thread. The Bears just smacked that fucking 30-minute candle to red, and now the Bulls just smacked it to fucking green. So this shit's either setting up for a massive breakout or a massive fucking fake out. Um, you know, we'll see how this closes here. Oh, I like that. If we can just, bro, if this 5-minute chart can just start to close green, should be good. Like, look, now we got a green, red, green, but this fucking candle just opened up. They can easily just crash this and then it will be fucked again. That's why I'm saying, guys, waiting for candlesticks to close. If you want to time your trades accurately and not even be in trades where you're holding L's, just wait for candlesticks to close, dude. If you guys want to time your shit accurately, wait for the fucking candlesticks to close. If you want to get in, get out, time your shit clean and good, just wait for the candlesticks to close, dude. Look at this. Every single time it spikes, they're rejecting it back to red. This is like the third fucking time this candle went green to red. So these motherfuckers are literally pulling a July 13th, and then if it goes to here, it's gonna try to reverse like fucking crazy. So that's what's going on right now. If the bulls can just fucking bounce this, it can flip quickly, but these fucking degenerates are still not bouncing this, and time's running out, and the 30-minute candle is flipping fucking red. So you guys see how it is, man. This is just like fucking July 13th. This shit is just like fucking July 13th, man. Oh, fucking A, dude. Fucking A, man. Look at this fucking shit. This is just like the same fucking, it's the same pattern. It's the same fucking pattern, same fucking pattern. Fucking bizarre, man. Shit is fucking bizarre, man. 30-minute chart is fucking goated. 100% 100% goated. If you guys aren't using the 30-minute chart, that's why you guys are red. It's because you're not using the 30-minute chart, you know? If I would have just said, I'm gonna use the 30-minute chart, I wouldn't have had I wouldn't be down on these two trades. But I started green and I kept going, and now this shit is red. So we'll see, man. We can get a good trade if the 30-minute chart could just close fucking bullish. We can get a pretty good trade for going longs. But yeah, in situations like this, what's gonna try to happen is the market here, it's gonna, with a pattern like this, it wants to try to close bullish. So this might not even go back to the lows, which is another reason why I just got in. It might not even go back to the lows. It could just be fucking and freezing everything. And then eventually this shit just fucking goes right back to 754. It could do that. That's one of the reasons why I got in. But like I said, guys, if you want to trade perfect, if you want the perfect confirmations, if you want the perfect timing, just use the 30-minute candles, dude. It's pretty simple, you know? Um, use the 30-minute candle close, you know? If we would have waited for this shit, we would have been at a lot better entry if we would have just waited for this to start to look bullish at 752. And that's another thing. It's like the level was 752 and I literally bought at 752.80. So, that's another fucking thing. In that situation, I should have just gotten out of green. Like, fuck. But like I said, man, in a situation like this, this could be something like if we go back to, let's see, let's go to Thinkorswim here. Guys, I'm telling you, this shit can go right back to 754 at the speed of light. Um, we'll see, man. Bro, if the shit starts to break out, I might have to add. Fuck. Like, this is looking hella bullish. Bro, this is heating the fuck up, bro. Look at what this shit did yesterday, man. But look, it could be this. This is what I think can happen here. You guys see how this looks? Look at this. You see this? Look at how this looks right here, right? So we're going to go back and let's see how similar it looks. So, all right. Look at this price action here, and then look at the breakout, and then it retested, looked a little fucked up, went parabolic. So it doesn't look identical. It looks a little similar, not quite identical, but this is either going to just bottom around here and go like fucking crazy, or just fall off a cliff and then finally reverse when the 30-minute candle can show some fucking confirmations. Because guys, this 30-minute chart, dude, look at this. It's just fucking, look at this, dude. Red, 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 fucking, you know what I mean? It's just fucking red. Like it's just like July 13th, you know? It really is. Now, obviously this can flip and this could be the lows. It really could happen, right? Or it can go lower and then reverse and flip there. Two possibilities. But I will say that 1 minute pattern looks bullish as fuck. The 1 minute chart looks a lot more bullish. It doesn't look as bullish as the previous pattern that I bought, but I don't know, to me it looks bullish. It doesn't look like the most bullish one, but it does look a little bullish. But in terms of the other time frames, everything has been going against the bulls. Literally every fucking thing. And you guys know when something looks bearish, it can easily just flip bullish like yesterday too. That's another thing, but like, fucking degenerate chart. It really is. There's been bro, look at this shit, dude. Just fucking fat reds, lower highs, red, green, red. Like, this is just like that fucking July 13th, dude. That day is fucking insane. It really is. Like, that same shit keeps on happening. And then the market has been reversing whenever that started happening. So, we'll see, man. We will see. The market can get a full fucking head-on reversal here soon, or it can drop another, $1.50 and then reverse. So yeah, we'll see, man. If we start to break out, you guys know I'm gonna look to add, like, you know, it only dropped 80 cents against us on the SPY price. So yeah, we'll see. You know, this could be the exact bottom. It really could. This could be the exact bottoms. It could reverse and it can go right back to the highs. It really could happen. So we'll see. You know, taking this one step at a fucking time. You know, we got 12 minutes, so this shit's either gonna fall off a cliff or break the fuck out. If it breaks the fuck out, I'm likely gonna be adding to my positions. You know, if they're gonna go red to green, I'm probably gonna start adding to that shit. And like I said, there was some similarities where that was the bottom. You know, they fucked around and then it had a big spike. So I would say if we can actually get a big spike, I would start adding into dips. If not, then there's just nothing to really fucking do but wait for a better level for the reversal. Wait for the absolute best one. So yeah, man, this is it. This is make or break. SPY's hanging on by a thread. You guys know the risk of holding. If you're in on a trade, you know the risk of holding that, right? If we can get the 30-minute candle to close green, we should be looking a lot better than before. We got 11 minutes. It's flipped green to red many times, many times. But if we can just get one quick spike, the whole fucking board could flip back to the highs, you know? So if we can just get one quick spike, I would start to be more aggressive on trades, adding. I would really start to get more aggressive on the size. If we can get a little spike here soon. And then if you want to wait for the best confirmation, just wait for the fucking 30-minute candle to flip, dude. You guys wait for this shit to flip, and remember, when this happened yesterday, and 30-minute candle flipped like that and started breaking out, that was the lows, and it retested the highs. So history repeats itself in similar ways. And the game plan said the best level for calls was 751 to 752, right? It hasn't dropped a lot from, you know, our entry in terms of where the prices are at right now. It's coming back to life. So if this shit can start to break out, we can lock in and we can run up some massive fucking dubs. So yeah, we'll see. You know, this is a very key pivotal make or break point within the market, or if it starts to break out, it's going to go right back to the highs. You know, this is a very simple resistance, break, retest. These are our buy zones for the game plan. And if you guys looked at the game plan, it gave you the exact lows for calls. So look, we're going to lock in here and we're going to get ready to fucking, you know, make more trades on this shit. All right, so guys, just to understand, if you guys make a trade here, it's not 100% confirmed. There would be confirmations on lower time frames, but 30-minute chart has been red, 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 right? So if you want to wait for the best confirmation and potentially buy at higher prices in perfect timing, then you guys can wait for that to close. If you want to take the risk and get in earlier for potentially a better price with lacks of certain confirmations on the 30, then you can consider, you know, adding or getting in if you guys like, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I might end up adding to the trade here. We'll see. Just understand, you know, the 30-minute chart could flip red, and if it flips red, we're right back to square one where this can go back to the lows. So if you guys want the perfect confirmation, just wait 8 fucking minutes, you know? You might be buying at higher prices. Well, that's confirmations. If you use confirmations, you might buy at higher prices. Welcome to fucking confirmations. At least you timed the trades perfectly. So you guys know what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And we'll see. You know, we'll see how this pans out here. So take a look at the 5-minute chart. We're starting to break out. Some nice momentum coming in. It's like, yeah, I think we can get to that point where we're just like, fuck them. Let's run it up. Let's run this shit up. Obviously, we'll be a lot more confident once the 30-minute closes green because this can also drop right back down. But you know, this is looking good. I like what I'm seeing. The 30-minute is strong and green. We're at the best, one of the best levels for calls. I mean, we nearly hit the best level. 751 was like the best. This shit just bombed at 751.60. But I'm just gonna chill a little bit, man. I'm just gonna chill right now. You know, we'll give this shit some time. Chill a little bit. We'll see. You know. So yeah, it's fucking this has been quite the fucking trade, man. Like fuck, if people just bought at the lower levels, they can just hold this shit fucking easy. It's like fucking Infinity Land. Um, but yeah, man, we will see. You know, this shit is getting bottom slight interesting here. Looking a fuck ton better than it did before. My fucking gosh, bro. Fucking this bear trap is gonna be fucking crazy. Do. Alright, so it's breaking the fuck out. Green, red, green. Alright, so the 30-minute candle is trying to close green. We got 7 more minutes. This shit can go up $1 in 7 minutes, or it can flip the 30-minute candle red. Welcome to fucking trading. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, man, we'll see. You know, if we start to perk up a little bit here, I might consider adding. It's like as long as I'm convinced the 30 is gonna close green, I would likely add. But even then, it could still close green. Like, guys, this is crazy. This can literally drop right back down. It's fucking crazy. So it's really reading the micro time frames if you're gonna make a trade before that closes. It's reading the micro price action. It's just the crazy thing is, man, 30-minute candles, the way they close and open are high volatility. So they can flip this whole thing back upside down, create another trap. That's why I like to tell people to wait. Um, but yeah, bro, I might start adding here soon. You know, I can give this a couple more minutes. I might start adding soon. This whole thing can flip in 6 minutes. It can also break out like fucking crazy. So, you know, we'll see. Let's take a look at 5 minutes. Do big ass green candle coming in, starting to look like this. So yeah, I think we're getting to that point where we should start fucking adding. All right, guys, I'm gonna add here. All right, I just added here, added to ES here. There we go. All right, so just added to that. So yeah, we'll see. I just added to that position that I just took here. That's now green as fuck. So I'm adding to winners, man. I'm adding to winners. I'm adding to my winners. Oh, fuck. The market reversed. It came right back to life. What happened? It hit our best level to buy. It's like I try to tell those motherfuckers, look, if you just, guys, if you don't want to use a confirmation, just buy at the absolute best level. You know, 752 is amazing, but 751, that was like the best. It's like it literally bottomed. If I would have just waited till 752, it's like, bro, it literally fucking bottomed right there. But yeah, man, we'll see, man. So the Bears just got clipped. The Bears just got fucked. I would not want to be a Bear right now. It looks just like fucking the W. It looks like the Wumbo fuck you spike. It looks like the Wumbo fuck you spike. We got 4 minutes. So guys, all we got to do is just close this green for 4 minutes and we should be good. And in the meantime, this can just squeeze into fucking Infinity Land. So we just gotta hold, dude. All we gotta do is hold, you know? For true strength, bro, if they break this shit out, it's like, you know what I mean? Fucking. But yeah, man, I added to my winners. So I did not add to the options trade. I added to the trade on futures, which is green as fuck, you know? I bought futures right here. It dropped, and then I added to the winners. So we'll see. You know, we'll see how this reacts here. I'm looking for a bit of a bigger move than that. If the 30-minute candle can just close green, I would say that's high probabilities that the low of day has factored in. That's what I would say. And if we can just start to break above 753, then we're really going to start to retrace back towards these wicks. So right now the SPY is holding. It's not really doing anything, which is good. We just need this shit to hold up. Fucking bro, hold the line. We need to hold the line. Look, if we hold the fucking line, this shit is gonna go fucking crazy again. So just so you guys know what happens when we go above 753, as you can see, para fucking bolic. So there's another trade getting ready to set up here too. The 30-minute chart just closed green, and everybody knows when we start to go above 753, this shit just fucking claps, fucking, you know, this shit just fucking like, you know what I mean? So like for those of you looking for another trade, pay attention to 753 because the bulls are coming in fucking hot with their green 30-minute candle close here. Bro, come on, close this shit green. Dude, we have 3 fucking minutes. We have 2 minutes. If they flip this red, the market's full degenerate. Like This just really, if they flip this red, this just goes to show you why you guys need to wait. But let's see, man. We should be good. I'm fairly confident here. I think this shit can just right back up, just fucking wipe them off the fucking earth of the planet. I mean, you guys saw when I bought calls here, you saw how fast that shit went up, you know? All right, so the Bulls are closing strong, dude. The Bulls said, fuck the Bears. They can all go fuck themselves. They had their fun. What, the Bears are going to show up now? What are the Bears going to do? What are they going to do? There's a big green candle. What the fuck are they going to do? They're going to show up now? Look at this shit. This shit was red after this green candle. And look, it still had a big ass spike first. They just got fucking clipped. Oh my goodness, dude. We saw this coming. That's what I'm saying, dude. If we would have just used confirmations. All right, so look, if we use the confirmations, let's see how it does now. Let's see how this does now. I just added to the trade. We'll use the confirmations. Let's see. Is this shit going to spike or is it just going to collapse right back down? Let's see. So on the ad, I use the confirmations. On the other trades, I just got the fuck in. So we'll see, man. We'll see how this works here. Let's see. Let's see how the 30-minute system works. You know, I added to this trade for a reason because the 30-minute candle's closing green. That's why I added to the trade. It's fucking closing green as fuck. So let's see, guys. You know, it's gonna try to spike, and then it could collapse. It can also spike and keep going higher within time, not right away. There's very high probabilities that that was the low of day. This is the same shit as yesterday. If you guys look at this fucking scribble scrabble shit, the way this just bottomed and spiked, we can all sit here and say, oh, the same fucking thing just happened. It went down sideways, scribble fucking scrabbled, and now it's going up. It's the same fucking thing. You think I'm trading without confirmations by accident? It's like, dude, this is the same shit over and over again. It's the same fucking thing. You know, so we'll see. We'll see how this reacts here. All right, so the 30-minute candle here has closed green. So for this to be extremely bullish, what we would need to happen is we're going to go to Thinkorswim for this. Let's take a look at Thinkorswim. Oh my gosh, bro, this looks bullish as fuck. This looks like it's going to fucking skyrocket like fucking crazy. This looks so fucking bullish here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Thinkorswim. And if you're wondering when the crazy fucking breakout is going to happen, once this shit goes above 753, right? Once it goes above this level right here, that's when the crazy breakout is going to happen. So what do we need to happen right now for that to happen? For that to happen right now, this is what we need. We need the previous resistance right here. This is what we need. We need this shit right around here. We need to hold here. If we start holding here, it's going to start to break out. If we start to break out, it's going to start to go higher. So for true strength, all we need is to hold here. If we hold here and then the 30-minute candle flips green, right? We hold here, the 30-minute candle starts to flip green. This is going to go, it's just going to fucking fly the fuck. It's going to fucking fly. All right? So that's all we need. That's what we need. So it's fine that it opened up red. All we need is it to hold. If it holds there and flips that green, the amount of weight and pressure that is going to be applied for this to fucking squeeze like fucking crazy is going to fuck the Bears so fucking badly that it would just send us to the trajectory of new highs. That's how fucking horrific it would be for them. But like I said, for that to happen, you know, we need to hold the line. We need to hold right around here. The market needs to hold here. So we got a 30-minute open. You guys see how fucking crazy this 30-minute chart shit is. Look, as soon as the 30-minute candle opened, it instantly crashed, right? Now it can instantly fucking spike. The 30-minute candle, it is green, right? Which is good. But we need this shit to fucking hold, dude. That's what we need. We need this shit to hold. We need this shit to hold. It is very important that we hold. If not, then the Bears are going to come in, they're going to apply weight, they're going to apply pressure, and then they're going to try to bring it lower. So we'll see how this reacts here, man. This is very important. You know, it literally just opened up, right? You guys know how this should be going, right? When something like this happens, you guys know as long as we're consolidating and holding this, the Bulls are going to take it. This is what they do. They do this all the time. They crash the shit instantly. So the key is just to hold. That's it. We just need to hold this fucking line. If we can hold right around this zone, the bulls are looking fucking fantastic. They really are. This is what they do. You guys need to understand what they do in the market. They instantly crash something, but if we hold the break and retest line, dude, this is gonna fucking go up like fucking crazy. All we need is that 30-minute chart to start flipping green, start getting thicker, start getting fatter. We do that, dude, there's another trade. If we start doing that, there's another fucking trade. So this is good. We dropped out the open and we're holding. So we just need to keep fucking holding. For this shit to go parafucking-bolic, we need a break above this. That's what we need. To flip this super fucking bullish, we need a break above this. So that's what we need, man. So we'll see, man. We'll see. The key is just to hold. We don't even need to break out. As long as we're holding, I'm convinced it's bullish. If not, then the bulls are going to take another fucking hit, and then it could just reverse again. So, as long as we're holding, I'm convinced this is bullish and it will break out, right? So I don't even need this to break out. I just want this to hold because I know if it holds, it's going to break out, So like when something holds, it can go down or it can go up. If it holds, I'm convinced it'll go up. That's what I'm fucking convinced. I'm convinced it'll break the fuck out like fucking crazy. So yeah, we'll see. Very important how this reacts here. If we start blowing through, bro, the bulls are looking fucking thick. We need the bulls to start looking thick. That's what we need, dude. We need a thick candle to come in here. We need this shit to start turning thick and green. Bro, they're gonna fucking send this shit right back up to the wicks. So man, this has been one hell of a fucking reversal. And I know the key is to hold. That's the key. It's to hold. It's not even to break out. We just need the price to hold. That's all we need. As long as we're holding, they're just going to try to jerk this shit around and then it should go up instead of just fly off a cliff. So we got to hold, we got to hold this fucking level, dude. This has been fucking crazy. We got to hold this fucking price, man. This trade has been absolutely insane. Look at this fucking chart, dude. Look at this shit, man. What a crazy fucking chart. Look at this. Resistance, support, fucking bro, this is fucking insane. A massive move is getting ready to set up. We're talking about a 1.5 to 2-point move. It's going to be massive. And as long as the price is holding, I'm convinced that it's like this. It's just doing its thing, fucking around, and then boom, it just breaks the fuck out above 75, above 753, and then we go back towards the highs. So it's gotta hold. It's gotta hold, man. This trade is getting fucking crazy, dude. It really is. As long as we're holding, I'm convinced we bottomed. If we hold, I think the low day's in. If it can't fucking hold, then they drop it all the way fucking to 750, 80 here. So we'll see, man. We'll see. So in terms of the lows, this shit was 751.61. We'll see. So the bulls really need to fucking show up around here for this shit to happen now rather than later. We're getting down to the fucking wire, This is getting insane, man. This is getting insane. But the reason why I feel comfortable holding is right here, even though it's kind of dropping, is because as long as the price holds, I'm convinced that this is bullish. Obviously, if it goes under, then it can start to go down here. But look, as long as we're just holding this range, it should be bullish. That's why I'm just very confident in holding this, because if it just holds that level, it should break out. So there's really no reason for me to be bearish from a micro point of view as long as the price is holding around this zone. So yeah, we'll see, man. We will see. This is getting fucking insane. This has been such a fucking insane reversal trade. It had a very nice reversal, and then it dropped, and now it's trying its best to hold. And if it holds, this shit is gonna go parafucking-bolic. So yeah, man, for us to get to the most confident place in the world, all we gotta do is touch 753. We touch 753, bro. That's when people should really start considering like size, trades, adding more, like fucking that 753 level, I would say would be a magnet to just gravitate higher. Like that fucking shit should just start breaking the fuck out. Instead of just faking out like it's been doing. It should start to break out if we can just touch the fucking level. So yeah, man, this has been quite the trade. This is looking very bullish. This is looking bullish as fuck. Like I said, guys, another trade here is getting ready to set up. If we start breaking above 753, dude, you guys know what to do, man. This shit is looking fucking on fire right now. So, yeah, we'll see, man. We need this 30-minute candle to get fat. We need this to get fat. We need this to get thick. We need this to get fucking green. That's what we need, dude. We flip this shit green. Bro, the bears, they don't even exist. When the low of day's in, they're out of the fucking picture. If the low of day's in, you guys know you can just kind of hold that shit. Like yesterday, dude, when the low of day was in, just fucking hold that shit. Look at it, clipped. They're done. Dude, they're getting smoked. They're getting fucking rocked. That's what I'm saying. If the 30-minute candle opens up red, I'm like, dude, as long as the price holds, we're good. You know, that was just the open. That was a couple minutes. The 30-minute candle, you guys have seen this shit. It's like fucking power hour. The opens are crazy, the closes are crazy. Look, we all know if this zone holds, there's no reason for puts. We know that. And we also know this is the best level for calls down here, but it basically hit and it's starting to reverse. So it's like, dude, the Bears are getting fucked. They really are. We just need to fucking hit 753 already. All right, so guys, look, this is like, dude, this is all right, guys. Look, we got to lock in. A massive trade here is about to hit. This is going to be a massive fucking trade here, dude. A massive trade is about to fucking hit. So look, man, this is either going to be a lower high, and then if we go below this, they start to flush it, or we hold a higher zone, or we just hold and we start to break out. It's like, bro, if we can break above 753, I'm fucking telling you, this shit is going to fucking explode. You know? The Bulls already showed up at a very good level. They already reversed it. I'm telling you, man. All we need is a break above 753. And the Bulls are going to be looking like the most sexy motherfuckers on the fucking planet. And they're going to be printing and fucking sending this shit to the fucking stratosphere. I'm telling you, man, all we fucking need, dude, we touch this 753, this shit is gonna start to fucking climb. The Bears are gonna be fucking terrified. So, if we start breaking above this, dude, this whole idea of, oh, fake out, oh, dude, if we start breaking above this, you guys need to get fucking serious about long and fucking adding. I'm telling you, man. You don't need to get fucking serious about that shit. Because if we start breaking above here, dude, that's all we fucking, man, for the big ass breakout, we just need to start breaking above this, man. In the meantime, we got to hold. You know, we got to start holding these fucking levels, man. Fuck. We got to start holding and breaking out. You know? So obviously, since this just spiked and hit a lower high, it's going to try to drop first before going higher. So for true strength and for true generosity reversal, all we need to do is hold this. If we hold the higher break and retest level, dude, it is game over. It is game fucking over. We were just right over here. If we start holding this higher level, guys, this shit, when it fucking breaks out, it's gonna go like fucking crazy, man. I'm telling you guys, get fucking ready. If we start holding this shit and it starts breaking out, bro, this should be the biggest W of the day. It should be one of the biggest W's of the day if we start breaking out. Like, this fucking trade is so fucking genius. All we need is this shit to break out. We just need this shit to start to fucking break out, dude. You know, so let's see if we can bounce here, man. This is getting fucking crazy. If we start to bounce here, would start to be like fucking like, bro, if we can start to fucking bounce here. This is so fucking insane, man. Like, high fucking intensity. Let's see. Let's see, man. We need it, bro. If we can bounce here, this shit will finally start to break out. Fucking telling you, man. If we start bouncing here, dude, the fucking Bulls are looking like they're gonna send this shit to the fucking stratosphere. Oh my goodness, man. Here we go. Here we go. So we held the zone. Held the zone. Now we need to form some higher support, dude. You know, they hit us with the lower high, support, resistance, lower high. Now we need to hit them back with the higher support. You know, the Bulls need to show the fuck up. They need to show the fuck up here. We need to hit them with the higher support. If we hit them with the higher support and start to break out, it's going to go fucking crazy, dude. This chart right now is looking majestic. It's looking bullish. It's looking majestic. It's looking calls. It's looking, everything is looking good. We just need to hold. We just need to bounce, break the fuck out. Oh my goodness, man. This is fucking amazing. I'm telling you, with what I'm seeing and what my frequency is seeing right now, dude, this shit is looking clean. We just gotta hold. That's it. Hold, break out. Hold, break out. It's gonna go fucking crazy, man. They're taking their sweet fucking time. But we know what we need. We just gotta see this shit happen now. Let's fucking see it, man. Let's start fucking bouncing. Let's start fucking breaking out. This fucking market is insane. Look at the fucking market, man. This market's fucking insane, man. Look at this shit, dude. Look at this fucking chart right now. This is fucking insane. Look at this shit, man. Break and retest, major resistance, lower highs, lower highs. Dude, this is setting up for a crazy fucking move. Like, if we can just hold, this shit is gonna squeeze like fucking crazy. Oh my goodness, man. We got almost 3 hours. 3 fucking hours, man. 3 fucking hours. All we gotta do is hold the level. That's it. Hold the fucking level, man. This is getting crazy, man. This is getting crazy, man. Like, those were obvious levels where the price can reject and sell off, obviously, you know? But if we can just hold, man, if this shit can just start to bounce in reverse, oh my gosh, it's gonna be the fucking cleanest reversal. It's gonna be so fucking, the spike is gonna be fucking major, man. So we'll see, man. This is fucking, this is insane. This is absolutely insane, man. As long as we hold this level, I'm convinced that the lows are in. As long as we're holding this zone. So now we're back in that fucking place to be in, that, oh my gosh, fucking, you know what I mean? Not a fun place to be in right here. But if we can bounce, we'll be right back. If not, then you guys know how this shit goes, man. This is crazy, dude. This is fucking crazy. Now the bulls have to show up. So if we can bounce here, everything's looking good. If not, then you guys know, man, the bears could try to take it. But look, if we bounce here, this could literally be towards the lows if we can bounce here, man. All we need is a fucking bounce, dude. It's all we need. Look at what they did, fucking bro. Look at what they did the last 30 minutes. The fuck shit they pulled the last 30 minutes. Dude, this was green and red a million fucking times. This actually leads me to be more bullish because the fuck shit that they just pulled on this candle for the big green, like, guys, do you remember that? Okay, so think about it like this, right? This is how I see this, right? This is the genius I'm seeing in terms of calls. So, guys, part of the market, it's about seeing through the illusions. This is the illusion that I'm seeing that other people aren't seeing. So, this candle kept going green to red a million times, and it got absolutely fucking hammered, and then it went thick and green. Now, if you look at what's going on, this opened up red right out the gate. Not a big deal. It instantly crashed right out the gate. All it's been doing is holding and forming higher support. It's just been trying to hold. It hasn't been trying to just flash fucking crash. So if you think about the last candle and this candle, it seems like the move could be a breakout. That's what it seems like. It seems like the move can be a fucking break the fuck out. We'll see though. This is like what they did with the last one. They fucked that a million times. Um, we'll see if they can do that again, man. But man, this one did open up a little bit more red, but I just think the reverse could end up happening where this could spike. But we'll see, man. This is getting fucking, insane. It's definitely getting ridiculous here of what the fuck is going on. This is fucking insanity, man. This is getting fucking insane, you know? Like, man, now you guys see what it's like to fucking hold these trades, dude. It's just fucking crazy to hold these fucking trades. It's insane what the fuck it takes for this shit to work out. It's not always a smooth ride. This shit gets crazy. Bro, we need a bounce. Need a fucking bounce. Need a bounce. Need a bounce. Bounce. Need a fucking bounce. All we need is bounce. Just get a fucking bounce, bro. The Bulls are in this shit. If they can just fucking bounce this shit. Oh my gosh, bro. This fucking market is a motherfucker right now. Bro, all we need is a bounce. That's all we need, man. Like, you're telling me that is the fucking peaks and it's just gonna fly off a cliff? Bro, we need a bounce. Shit needs a bounce, man. Oh man, they're really trying to fuck some shit up here. This is getting fucking crazy, dude. Look at like such a strange chart on the 5 minute. Like, you got this V, it had a breakout. Now, like, you got this. I feel like it wants to break out. It's just playing fucking games. But yeah, man, we'll see. this has been one fuck of a day. You know, this day has been fucking insanity of what this is turning into. But we have all the time in the world for this to reverse. But for it to reverse here, it has to fucking hold. You know, it has to hold. It has to fucking hold. As long as it's holding, this can easily rip right back up like fucking crazy. But we need this shit to just hold around here. That's what the bulls need. We need that shit to just hold right around there. Oh my goodness, man. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Like, bro, you guys know what they do with these 30? They just fuck it right to the upside. You know what I mean? Like they did the last one. They just fuck that shit right to the upside. Um, you know? So we had resistance, we had a breakout, we had a retest. All we gotta do is just hold. That's it. We hold this shit. It's gonna go parafucking-bolic. So yeah, big ass moves getting ready to happen. We're looking at a 1.5 move from 752. We're looking at a 1.5 move here for those holding. If we can just hold the fucking price, you know, shit should be good. Shit should be good, dude. It should be fucking good, man. This is getting high fucking intensity, man. High intensity fucking trading holding here, man. Bro, if they can just send this to 753, I would be convinced to just add more. Like this whole idea of if it touches 753, it's gonna be a fake out. Dude, if the bulls held their higher support, this shit has got to break out. Like if we touch 753, if it rejects or whatever, bro, this shit has to break out. Like if we can just touch 753, guys, all I'm telling you, 50 fucking cent. All we need is a 50 fucking cent move. We get that move, dude. You guys need to consider adding and also another trade if you want to make another trade. You know, could be another options contract, could be a futures trade. I'm telling you, man. All right, so look, we got resistance, we got the breakout, we got the retest, green, red, green, continuation upside, green, red, green, green, red, green, you know? So the bulls are trying to cook. They need to hurry the fuck up. We can't sit here for fucking ever. Fucking shit, dude. Like, oh my fucking gosh, bro. You guys know when the price trades like this, I hate to be in trades because it either just goes straight down or straight up. I fucking hate it. In terms of managing that, I will say, like, if it holds, there's no reason to go short. If it does start to drop, then you can consider to get out if you want to get out. If it does drop, it's going to go to here and then it's going to try to bounce right back. So, you know, I definitely hate being in trades that are like this. This is just what I discussed in terms of power hour. For those of you who watched yesterday's stream and the power hour trading session, I was in a trade just like this. I hated it, and then it rejected. I cut it quick, and then it fucking spiked like crazy. I just, man, being in trades like this is a fucking bitch, you know? It's like if you want to manage your risk, you're either holding the shit to zero or you just cut it quick if it goes against you. And then if you cut it quick and it goes against you, it can go right back up. It's a fucker. So these are not easy trades to be in. The only way to make money in trades like this is to hold them or sell for small wins, just so you guys know that. So if you guys are in on this shit, you know, the risk is fucking like fucking all the way down here, unless you just cut the L early. And then when you cut the L, it's either going to reverse and go right back up or it's just going to collapse, right? So just so you guys know, this trade with this price action is just either straight up or straight down. And it could go straight up and then crash. It could go straight down and crash more. So it's a motherfucker, man. This is not an easy trade to be in. It's more of a trade where, like I said, you either hold this or um you sell for a small win. That's all you can do. You hold this and you take the risk, you know, bigger L, or you sell for a smaller win, right? That's it. Or you just cut a small L. Like it is what it is. Oh my goodness, man. This shit needs to start breaking the fuck out, dude. The fuck. I did not like what I just saw in the 1 minute chart. That did not look good. That looked fucking horrible. Um, you know, we'll see. This is like, man, this is peak fucking degenerate right now. This shit right now looks like it just wants to fall off a fucking cliff right now. That doesn't look good. Fucking dude. Holy shit, man. It's fucking crazy ass fucking momentum, man. The fuck? Look at this shit. It's fucking degenerate. Fucking holy shit, man. What the fuck? Oh man, bro. This is getting fucking intense. So yeah, man. We'll see. You know? Like I said, if you don't want a bigger L, then you risk right around here. Risk right around there. And then it could just flip green. But guys, right now, this shit, that looks hella fucking bearish. If they can't start bouncing that shit, dude, the way that shit just dropped, that looks hella fucking bearish. Um, like at some point, this fucking thread has to snap if it's gonna be bearish. Oh my goodness, man. Guys, this looks a little bearish here. I'm just gonna hold it. It is what it is, If you guys want, the only way you can manage your risk in a situation like this is small wins, small losses, or just hold the trade and you put in what you want to risk into the trade. So, if you don't want an L, you hold the trade, put in less money. But we'll see, man. We will see. This is getting fucking intense, man. See, this right here, I do not like this. This looks bearish. This does not look good. I don't like that. We're still holding the level, but that does not look good. But I'm seeing reasons on the 30-minute chart to continue to hold, which is a much bigger time frame than the 1-minute chart. That's another thing. It's like the 1-minute chart could look ugly, but what does the 30-minute chart look like? So this is what I'm seeing, guys. I'm looking at the 30-minute chart. It's getting ready to close. So basically, as long as we hold 751.60, it's considered bullish. If not, then it's going to go right back to 750 to 749.30. So it could be something where this is let's go to extended hours here, man. But like I said, that 1-minute chart there was pretty fucking wicked. It was quite fucking wicked what I was seeing there. But it could be something like this, It could be resistance, right? We had a red, green, red. So it was actually in this situation, this is what could be happening. And the 30-minute candle will determine if this is going to happen next 30 minutes. But look, it could turn into something like this. We have a slanted downtrend, red, green, red, right? Red, green, red. And then it has a little drop. If it starts to hold the support, it goes para-fucking-bolic. So a massive move is setting up. You guys are either bullish or bearish. Massive move is setting up. The only way to win is to really hold it. You can take a small W. You can, you guys do what you want. If you get in at the most precise levels, you can get in and out for a small win. But this shit, it's either going to just, go super bullish back to the highs, or it's going to retrace back to the lows and then spike to 752. So that is exactly where we are at. Now, looking at the pattern, as you can see, we had a slanted downtrend. It bottomed. This was a resistance. It had a breakout, red, green, red, break and retest, red, green, red at a key support break and retest level. In the next 30 minutes, had a little drop. If it holds the drop, it could be very, very bullish. Went back to the wick, started to go back to the wicks. So for that to happen, we need to hold right around 751.60s. If we hold that, it's still bullish as fuck. If you don't want to risk more than that, then you guys know, you're not going to risk another $1.50 drop, right? So the way I see it is, it's trying to do another break and retest, and red, green, red in this situation could be bullish. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's what it appears to look like to me. It looks like that. So we'll see, man. Let's see. Like I said, guys, when the price action jerks you around, the only way to make money, you get at the precise entry of the channel, in and out scalp, or you just hold the trade. If you hold the trade, know the risk of holding, and yeah, know the risk of holding, and size in accordingly if you're gonna hold for a big move, so yeah. So in terms of max pain, you can have your max pain at 751.50, or you can risk it to 750.70, right? But look, guys, we need to lock in because the bulls just showed the fuck up. To me, the 1 minute chart looked bearish there, but we still held the level, which is key. And I said the 30-minute chart was bullish, so that's closing bullish. Welcome to the stock market. If you guys want to win, you're gonna have to hold through some bullshit. So take the according risk. Everybody knows after 12 they have to hold the trades. So this trade has went green to red a million fucking times. It's like, dude, if we don't start breaking the fuck out, then the market's on some fuck shit. It really is. Like, this shit should really, like, bro, you're telling me this is gonna go right back down after that fucking move? Like, fuck off. Are you, like, But green to red is a choice, man. Green to red is a choice. In terms of my futures trade, I'm very green on that. Green to red is a choice. Obviously, the options trade is still red. Fucking Decay. Shout out to Decay. But yeah, man, you guys know the risk of holding, You guys know the risk of holding. Someone could have bought right there. They could have sold right there, right? You guys know the risk of doing this shit. It's fucking fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out. You see what's going on. So you guys know how this should be if you're holding trades, man. You know the risk of holding this shit, man. The market is in full fucking degenerate mode, but it's held the line. Now it's spiking. I don't really see a reason to sell since the 30-minute chart said it was bullish, and now it's closing bullish, and now it's fucking spiking. So, guys, another massive trade is getting ready to set up here. Everybody knows once we break above this, we should be crystal fucking clean for a big ass breakout. Oh my gosh, bro, the frequency's looking bullish, bro. Damn, bro, the frequency's looking bullish up here. And it was in yeah, we'll see, man. Frequency's looking hella fucking bullish right now. Oh my gosh, bro, these holding trades, bro, this looks so bullish. Look how bullish this looks, guys. Look at this. Green, red, green, bro. 3 times the charm. This shit looks hella bullish. It could just fake out and collapse too. This could be the exact peak, guys, Like, guys, look at this. This could be the exact peak, guys. Look at this. This could be the exact peak, This could be the exact fucking peak. You guys know the risk of doing this. I'm gonna keep on holding the trade, dude. This has been one fuck of a trade. It really has, dude. It's been absolutely insanity. I think we're getting to that point where we're very bullish. The frequency is kicking in, bro. This fucking frequency, it's saying that, bro, the whole market's bullish. It's gonna want to break out. We'll see, dude. This is fucking crazy. But, losing's a choice. Green to red is a choice. Everything's a choice. This futures trade I'm in on. I didn't add at the greatest price, but it's still green. It's green as fuck because I got in right here. But, yeah, if it goes back down, we're right back in that fucking annoying place again. Right back in that annoying place. Oh, it's gotta bounce again. Dude, the Bulls held their shit and now they're spiking like crazy. Like, bro, this shit just needs to go back to the highs already. We have 2.5 hours. Like, 2.5 hours to go up $1.50, 2 points. That's a lot of time, That's a lot of fucking time. We have all the time in the world for this to happen. All they have to do is just form some higher support and break the fuck out. Like, just fucking start. Bro, I'm telling you, if this shit starts breaking out, we should be good. It's just it still hasn't had a breakout yet. Fucking degenerate. Like, I'm sitting here doing everything I possibly can. It still hasn't had a breakout yet. Like, fucking break the fuck out and we should be crystal fucking clean. We should be green as fuck. Just like yesterday, green as fuck. Buying the fucking reversals at the fucking lows for a bullish recovery to the highs. So SPY here is taking its sweet time to do what it's supposed to do. So yeah, man, you guys know the risk of holding. Everybody can see where we're at right now. Everybody can see, there's a trade here, it was green. There was an ad here, it was red. Everybody knows where we're at. You guys can do whatever you want. You guys want to buy puts, you can buy puts. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You want to buy a put, risk right there, you can do that too. You guys can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But yeah, man, I'm just taking the risk. It's been quite the hold, very degenerate. You guys can see how painful it is to hold shit, dude. That's why I'm saying like size in accordingly because this market be on a lot of fuck shit if you're just holding shit nonstop. We could have just fucking got in, got out, got in, got out, got in, got out. Like easier said than done. But fuck, I could have just sold that at the peak, waited to make another trade. I could have just sold this futures trade right there at the fucking peak where I added. Oh my goodness, man. This market is a motherfucker. It really is, dude. But yeah, man. You guys decide what you want to do. You can hold trades. You can buy and sell quickly. As you can see, this holding shit is it's quite the fuck. It really is. Sometimes it goes up smooth, sometimes it fucks around for hours. This holding shit is quite fuck. It really is. But if you size in accordingly and just hold, losers turn into winners. So that's a benefit. But this is like, dude, I'm right back in the same degenerate fucking like what a fucking, you know what I mean? Like holy fuck. The market right now, it's like, bro, this is like fucking GameStop fucking halted, like fucking this is fucked. Everything is so fucking clipped. It's like, holy shit, man. Fucking this holding shit is fucking insanity, dude. It really is. I could have just sold that at the peak and now it's red again. Holy fucking shit. Like, what the fuck, man? Oh my goodness, man. The market just went full fucking degenerate and flew off a fucking cliff. Ain't that some shit, dude? This went right up, didn't break above the level, and then it went right back down. It's like, bro, this is some shit, man. Yesterday, it just goes straight the fuck up. That's the thing about holding, man. Trades go green to red 24 fucking 7 all the time. This is crazy, bro. This trade, fucking, this was green. This went up like fucking 15%, instantly red. This was green, instantly red. So you guys can see the contrast of holding trades too. You can see of how much a fucking nightmare it is to hold a fucking trade. Especially, after 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. It's an absolute fucking nightmare to be holding this shit. But if you aim for the bigger win, you size in less and you just hold the fucking trade. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I've always liked more of the scalping side of things. This has been fucking horrifical. What this does to people is like fucking, oh my goodness. Shit is insane, man. Look at this. Instant fucking, bro. Fucking. That is some fuck shit, is what we would say. That is definitely some fuck shit of what's going on right now. You know? Like, oh my fucking goodness, dude. Oh man. What the fuck is that? Holy shit, bro. This shit is getting crazy. So, guys, max, like I said, if you're holding this shit, your max risk is either right here or right here. Those are the two levels of max risk. For this to not go lower, it has to hold 751.50s. If it holds around this, it's considered bullish. If it blows through that, it falls off the fucking cliff, and then just looking for reversal confirmations again. It's like, this has been quite the fuck of a day. Today we had a nice 30-minute candle. It instantly dropped right back down and got rejected. Um, but if it holds this, it's still bullish. So this day is fucking insanity, man. You know, it really is. This is fucking insanity. But yeah, man, we'll see. We will see, man. We will see. Oh my goodness, dude. This holy shit is fucking crazy, bro. This shit is fucking every trade I held, if I could have sold for a profit. This is fucking crazy, dude. Every fucking trade. Like, oh, that looks fucking disgusting. Bro, this is just like Power Hour. The fucking shit dropped and then it went higher. Or it can just keep on dropping. It could realistically do that too if it starts blowing through that. Like fucking, oh man, they're just trying to shake me out, dude. They're really just trying to get me to just take this L and then just keep moving forward. That's what's going on here because this shit is looking fucking horrific right now. Like, fucking, bro, we need to fucking hold this, or they're gonna fucking rock that shit. Oh my goodness, dude. Fucking look at that shit, bro. It was in right here. Shit went all the way to here. I held that shit, and now it's red. Oh my gosh. This one was in right here. It went up 15%. Boom. Collapsed. Bro, this holding shit's intense, you know? It's like this should be working both ways. It's like you can hold a trade and like it can turn into a winner, but if you hold a trade that's green, it can turn into a loser. So if you guys just sell when you're green, you'll be fucking green. If you try to hold and aim for a bigger win and you don't set a profit stop, your shit is gonna flip fucking red a lot of the fucking times. This is fucking insanity, man. But yeah, dude, if I would have just, set a profit stop and sold for a W, oh my gosh, dude, I would have been green as fuck on these two trades right now. But no, dude, I was aiming for the bigger win. I was holding the trade, holding the trade, bigger wins, I hold the trade. Oh my goodness, man. Fucking, bro, am I really about to cut this shit and just like call it? Like, holy fuck. Damn. GG's, dude. Oh my gosh. I tried my absolute best, man. They really did not want us to win. Holy shit. What the fuck? Well, the problem now is they blew through the level. So since they blew through the level, that's looking fucking horrible. But yeah, man. We'll see how this reacts. If it can't start bouncing, probably gonna cut this here. That was one hell of a fucking journey on that fucking trade. Holy shit. Look at that shit, dude. Fucking man, they did not want to break that out. Oh my gosh, bro, I should just hold it. Fuck it. I should just hold it to infinity. No, I could just cut it. I could just cut this shit too. Do. Fucking shit. Bro. It's $1 from the lows. $1 from the lows. Let's see. Dollar from the lows. Dollar from the lows. But yeah, guys, that blew through all the fucking bullish levels. The only one left is 750 and 749.30. We'll see here. Get the 5 mans, bro. Everything. Oh my gosh, bro. This could literally be the exact bottom if I cut this. This is crazy. Holy shit. Shit dropped $1. Bro. Alright, let's look at the 30-minute chart. Well, that dropped a little too low. So yeah, guys, I think I'm just gonna cut it. It could flip bullish right here. Fucking, but dude, holy shit, man. That's what it's like. Once that shit drops, that shit drops. And then 750. So it's like another $1 of risk if we hold this. Bro, this is like, holy shit, it's all red. Fucking look at that shit. Holy shit. But yeah, guys, if you take the risk, it can go to 753. If you don't take it, then you just cut it and you risk less of loss. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It broke through the bullish zone, was right here. It broke through the zone, and now it's on some fuck shit. So yeah, it is what it is. This is fucking crazy, dude. If I get out here, I could be getting out the exact fucking lows. But it's like, bro, this whole shit I mean, it drops that much, so the profit target would be lowered anyways. So, you know, kind of makes sense to just get out. Oh my goodness, bro. Fuck this. Bro. Like, give this a minute or two. Holy shit. Mm-mm-mm. Holy fucking shit. Oh my goodness, dude. Low of day is 750.70. Holy shit. Bro, if this shit can't bottom here soon, I'm probably just gonna cut it and then it can just reverse or keep going lower. But man, the best level was fucking the lows, dude. That's why it just sucks to cut it here because it could bottom there. That's the only thing that sucks about cutting it here. Um, but yeah, if you hold it, you're risking another dollar. So you either take the risk or you don't, you know? It already blew through the bullish zone, so the entire fucking chart got fucked up after it blew through the zone. Shit. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, there's 2 hours and 15 minutes left. You know, it could still reverse, but it sounds like fuck shit right now. Oh my goodness, dude. They want me to exit this so fucking bad. Holy shit. Bro, I cut it. I'm fucking out of the trade, dude. I flipped green to red on the day. Oh my gosh. Bro, I just had a red day. I flipped green to red, dude. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Guys, I'm out. I'm out of the position. I sold it. I sold the position. I closed everything. So yeah, I just flipped green to red on the day. I started green. Um, I took a small size right here. The shit went up 15%. I held it. It turned into a red trade. Um, and then I got into futures here. It went up a fuck ton. And then I didn't set a profit stop. And then I just sold right after it went through the bullish zone. It dropped a little bit. And then I cut it. So yeah, guys, it is what it is, dude. You know, I tried. I didn't want to take the risk. I held the trades. They were green. They flipped red. Um, so yeah, man, I had a red day. I went green to red on the day. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm still green on the week. That is good. I'm still green on the week. But in terms of today, I'm currently red. I was green at first. We just flipped green to red. So yeah, man, it is what it is. You know, if you guys want to hold, you can take the risk. It's like, yeah, I tried. I had enough. I was like, fuck it. I'm not gonna risk anymore. Even though it was at the best level, I was like, bro, fuck it. I'm not gonna risk anymore. So all I can really do with how I just traded, just aim for better entries and just set profit stops, sell when I'm green. That's about it. Like, um, all of the L's were green. So it is what it is, man. I added to the winner and then it turned red. I didn't set a profit stop, you know? I wanted to really aim for a bigger win up here, and that flipped me green to red. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. I chose to go green to red. That was my choice. I managed my risk as best as possible. Um, the shit finally flipped red, and I was like, bro, I'm just gonna get out of the trade. It is what it is. So yeah, hopefully that shit just fucking, goes to like 754 now. That would be awesome. If it could just go to 754 now, that would be like fucking amazing, dude. Like I held the trade. I decided I didn't want to risk anymore, so I cut the trade. But I cut it at literally the best level buy. So it is what it is, you know? It's my choice. It is what it is. You either hold it, you take the risk, or you cut it at the best levels. You guys do what you want to do. My trading has not been the absolute best today, but if we would have sold for profit, we would have maintained that green. I decided to take some risk and holds, and it flipped me red. It is what it is, man. I tried my best. So yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully you guys are learning, you know, about trading, like watching this shit, because like I would have been green if I just sold for the profit. But I took the risk. I took the risk. It's like shit was crazy, bro. That shit was ridiculous. Dude, we bought a call here. It went up. It crashed. It went right back to green. The decay hit us. It was almost green. It was still a little red, but barely. And then I went long here on futures, and then it went up, and I added to the win, and then it fucking kept channeling. And then um, once it broke, see, this was the zone. If it goes below this, it flies off a cliff, and it was nothing but red. So it flew off a cliff once it went below this zone. So I was like, fuck it. I can either take the risk or I can keep on or I can cut the trade. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out of this shit. With the amount of fuck shit that just tried to do, it's like, bro, I was green, red, almost break even, green, green, and then I added, and then it dropped. It's like, bro. Oh man, dude. Setting profit stops, not setting profit stops, man, that cost me to fucking go red on the day. Fuck. It's like, bro, I wanted to take the risk. I wanted to try to make more, you know? I didn't use the system of setting profit stops. So I was like, fuck it, We're just gonna hold this shit. So yeah, man, try to aim for the bigger win. Um, I managed the risk, but I chose to go green to red. I didn't set a profit stop. I could have sold for profit. It is what it is. So yeah, man, you guys can decide how you want to aim for big wins. You could set profit stops. You can sell into the moves. Today I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna hold the fucking trade. It's like, bro, the trade was green 20 times and then it collapsed. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We tried our best, man. It dropped like $1, you know. Um, you know, it is what it is. It dropped like $1. So, yeah. It is what it is, man. Fucking bought futures here. and then we got out here. So it dropped like 80 cents. This one dropped more, but I started light and I didn't add to this one, so it really doesn't affect me that much. If I would have went bigger, I probably would have just gotten out here too, but I was like, fuck it. So yeah, man. Um, this was a good trade. This was shit. This was good. And then I turned it into a red trade. Um, so yeah, not the greatest of days, you know. But look, at least I'm green on the week, which is very important. I'm still green on the week. So, we'll see if there's another trade. And then tomorrow we'll run this shit right back up. But yeah, dude, I flipped green to red. I took the risk, man. Everyone's like holds, big wins. I took the risk. I went green to red. So, I could have managed it. I could have set a profit stop, but I decided to take the risk. So yeah, it is what it is, man. If you guys want to hold your trades, you gotta size in to an amount that just lets you hold to zero. And sometimes I'll just cut it. I'll just be like, no, I don't want to hold this. This is shit. Like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna get out. Like, I don't want to hold another 1 point drop. Like, fuck it. I'll just get out. But yeah, man. Um, that shit dropped $1. It went through the zone, and then we cut the trade. So yeah, that is what it is. We tried our absolute best. You know, I managed the risk, but in terms of managing the day, it's like I did take a risk that was gonna flip me red if I didn't take profits here. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna hold the trade. So yeah, it is what it is, guys. We tried, man. Fucking this went from 751 all the way to 700 and fucking 53. It had a nice reversal. It just didn't keep going up, right? So if you guys take the risk, you know the risk of holding. Um, green to red is a choice. So you guys saw what I chose to do. Um, it could have been worse. I could have kept risking more and more and more. It could have been a bigger L. So it could have been a lot worse than that. But yeah, man, I started green. I flipped my day red. I was more green, and then I held the trade. The shit flipped red. So I managed the risk to a degree, but I didn't manage green to red. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna hold this shit. If it works, we'll be more green. If not, then we could flip red on that. So it is what it is, man. We started off with success. We had more success. Didn't take the profit. Held the trade. Flipped the day red. So yeah, shit happened, man. So yeah, guys, if you want to prevent that from happening, just make sure that you set your profit stops when you're holding trades, right? Because when you're holding a trade and you set a profit stop, you guys are gonna be you're gonna be green every fucking time, and you're not gonna flip red, right? If you add to a winner and you set a profit stop, you're gonna get profit stopped out green. So, that cost me a green day today, motherfucker. But at least I'm still green for the week. But yeah, man, the way I traded today, it wasn't the worst. Um, Entries could have been better, but I did decide to go green to red. So that's definitely me. Like I did decide, that's definitely on me. I did decide to do that. So just make sure you guys know the risk of holding. And make sure you guys are setting profit stops. Dude, this shit happens all the time. You should see it in power hour. It's like a trade goes up 100% during power hour, it goes right back down. If people don't sell or they don't set profit stops, they sell for a loss. That was up. It was fucking up. It's like, bro, this futures trade literally went up fucking 752.30 to fucking 753. This futures trade went up a fuck ton. And then I added to it. I just set a profit stop. So that's on me, man. It is what it is. Know the risk of holding, you know? And you guys can always get back in. You can always take profits, get back in on a trade with a better confirmation at a better price. Sometimes you take profits, you might miss out on a bigger move. But if you flip green to red, you're already green. And the goal is to be green every single week. So yeah, this was in terms of this live stream, this is something I've done something I've never done before. I flipped green to red, you know? So I wanted to hold the trades. I had some size in and I didn't set a profit stop and I flipped red. So yeah, it is what it is, man. We started green, everyone was green, the trades were green, and then they flipped red. So, the number one thing I would say, like I said, guys, if you don't want to flip green to red, set profit stops and sell into moves. So that's obviously going to prevent you from making more profit, but it's also going to help you not go green to red, right? And you can make more profit just by managing your risk in your trades and by just making more trades. Like the fuck, like so yeah, man, that shit cost me, dude. Holding the trades today, it cost me going green to red. I did size accordingly, but I added to the trade, I held it. The shit cost me green to red. So it is what it is. Look, when it works, it's gonna be a massive W, but that could have been prevented. So in terms of trading how I just did, that's definitely more of a long-term approach where you'll be green in the long run, but on massive wins, but the short term, you know, there's going to be some red for the short term if you guys do that. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Um, so we got 2 hours left. Um, we could see how this reacts. The 30-minute chart today was fucking wicked. But yeah, man, even with those L's, we were fucking green. So guys, just so you know, this is something that could happen. It's not confirmed. There's no fucking confirmation for this to happen, but this could happen. The 30-minute chart could flip green, and then if we get a green, red, red, green, it's gonna try to break out. So that could happen. This zone could be the bottom. It could still happen. Um, it's still a possibility for those taking the risk. I put my size in. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get out. If I sized in less, I could have, considered holding one or two, but I just didn't want to take the risk. I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna get out of the fucking trade. Um, I had opportunities to sell for profit. I didn't take them, and the shit crashed. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get out. I don't want to risk another dollar. Like, fuck, we can always make another trade too. So, yeah. So just so you guys know, this can still be the exact bottom. And if the 30-minute close is green, then we have the best confirmation that we've seen all day, which is a green, red, red, green, and then the next 30 minutes should break out. So, you know, these are definitely the best levels to be buying at. Um, but yeah, we already did enough in terms of the degenerate trades. We already went full Deegan in a lot of ways. So obviously the best time to go full Deegan is in the morning. And then when it hits the best level possible, which is right here, this is the best level possible to be buying, to just buy and hold. But yeah, I already did the Deegan shit. I started green and then I flipped red. Because I didn't set a profit stop. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I took the risk, you know? You take the risk, there's a price to pay. Sometimes the price to pay is a fucking red day. But long term, that shit definitely works, but it didn't have to be a red day. Could have just sold for profit. So yeah, man, it is what it is. This was another thing on the stream. This was completely different. This was different. So I'm gonna have to really lock in tomorrow and be on my A game and use better confirmations. But bro, the Deegan shit was working. It's just I didn't set a profit stop and then I flipped green to red. So fuck, man, that would have been a nice profit. That really would have been like, bro, I could have, bro, I had 3 opportunities. I could have sold here, here, here. I'm sitting here saying, you know what? Let's get one more point. That shit cost me green to red. Motherfucker. Oh man. So yeah, guys, you know, this was a motherfucker of a day. 100% fucking insane day, man. Insane day. I know the 30-minute chart today was fucking dude. This is crazy, man. We all knew this week how like shorting the spikes was a good idea. But if we look at those patterns, oh my gosh, it's like 3 days this week. The 30-minute chart was dude, it kept doing the same fucking thing. Like it just looked bearish like this, crash, fucking bearish like this, crash, kept doing the same thing. Like guys, one of the reasons why I did decide to sell, it wasn't really a position size thing. Bro, this shit looks ugly. When I was in that trade, once it started to go below that zone, I was getting frequencies that this shit could just collapse. And if this shit collapses, it would go all the way down to 749. So I decided I didn't want to take the risk. I could just wait to get back in. Yeah, I already took enough risk. Like I took so much fucking risk holding that shit. It was green 3 fucking times. I added to it. I took enough fucking risk. Like I just decided that I didn't want to do it. This can obviously reverse, but these fucking bulls are running out of time, and the bears have been taking over this whole day. You know, like they had the bearish pattern on July 13th, and then we had support here. Ended up being a lower high, failed breakout, red, green, red. Shit ended up selling off. So I did get a frequency right as I cut my loss that like this can just fly off a cliff to 749. Which is one of the reasons why I sold my position was due to that frequency. That's one of the reasons. And just also it's like, you know, we can hold calls and it could reverse here, but it's like I took the risk, you know? It went green to red, and I was like, you know, I should probably just get the fuck out of this shit. Like, I don't want a bigger red day. We was already green on that shit. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys learned something, you know, from today's stream. And the trades were more on the degenerate side. They were all green, but fucking didn't take profit. You know, if a trade's green, sometimes it's a big profit, sometimes it's a small profit. Like it is what it is. So sometimes it flips red and it's a big L. Like fucking that's why I'm saying like the red day could have been prevented if we set a stop loss. You know? We could have had better trades if we waited for certain confirmations. But I would say in terms of the trades, with how shit the chart was and you know going degenerate, I would say we did pretty good. You know, we did pretty good. We knew 752 was the best level, and it literally bottomed there and went up $1 plus. But like this trade, I bought fucking higher. I got in at 752.70. It worked, and then that collapsed, and then it went back up. And then this trade was a decent entry. So I was in the middle on this one. It was an improvement. And then it went up, it went up, it went up, and then it fucking finally collapsed. So not the worst of trades. This one was decent. I liked this one. This was kind of shitty, but it went green. It did go up 15%. So guys, like I said, man, if you don't want to be red, you know, set profit stops. Holding trades works, but at some point, something doesn't just, you know what I mean? At some point, something crashes. Yesterday, it never really crashed. Today, it did have to move. It had half the breakout and then it collapsed. So every day's different, man. But if you guys set profit stops, it's gonna prevent you from losing money. You know? Like small wins are better than bigger L's. Like fucking these could have all been wins. This could have, I mean, this right here, this would have actually been a really good win for me. This shit went up $1 very quickly. This was a nice breakout. But fuck, I wanted to risk another dollar, and if you risk another dollar, your risk is all the profit unless you set a profit stop and move it up higher. So the number one takeaway from the stream, I would say, is yes, the 30-minute chart was extremely difficult. We made some degenerate trades. all the trades worked. Some were better than others. And if we would have just set profit stops, we would have made more profit instead of, risking this on 2 trades, going red, and then taking, a slightly bigger L in the day. So this could have all been prevented, dude. I was in right here. The shit went here, went here, went here, three fucking times. And in this one right here, the shit was fucking, it went up, so you know what I mean? So, it's like everyone knew the risk. Everybody knew the risk. But if you look at the pattern now, looking at it now, the whole thing flipped. Look at this. It was forming like a W bullish pattern. This looks bullish as fuck. And then it faked out. And then this right here looks like this right here. Then it collapsed. And then look, it flipped it. It fucking flipped it upside down. It started to form like an M bearish, this shit upside down. So looking at it, now it's like I could see how they tried to flip that bearish, but I had my reasons for cutting. I did. I cut that. Once we went out of the zone, I was like, bro, I should probably just get the fuck out of this shit. So it is what it is, guys. If you hold your trades, there's risk to holding. Just make sure that you don't go green to red, because this red day, it could have all been prevented. And to go green to red on the day, that is not good. It's hard enough to be green every fucking day. Like green to red, that's not fucking good. But if you take bigger risks, then you're at risk of going green to red. If you trade more, size in more, hold more, the more position you put in when you enter the trade, and the longer you hold, the more risk you're exposed to. And the way to limit your risk is to set profit stops and move them up higher. So normally I would have set one, but bro, I just wanted a bigger win. It's like I was like, fuck, like I want to fucking I really wanted that big W. But yeah, man, if you guys aim for big W's, sometimes they're gonna cost you a green day. So just make sure you're managing your risk. It could have been worse. I could have just kept on holding this shit, had a fatter L. Could have been a lot worse. But it dropped like $1 from the entry, and then I just cut that shit. It's like, bro, fuck it. No. Like it's fucking, the shit, it jerked around for hours, and then it broke the bullish zone, and I was like, dude, I've had enough. Fuck this shit. I'm fucking out of here. Obviously, if you hold your trades, they can come back to life, right? But you guys got to figure out how you want to manage your risk and set the profit stops, etc., etc. Obviously, if I was still in the trade, it could be green. Could be green again. But I was like, bro, I'm good, It started to drop against me. I cut the trade. So yeah, man, it is what it is. The market is not reversing currently. There's no fucking confirmations. So I'm chilling, I made 2 more Deegan trades. They were both green, and then they flipped red, and then I cut it for an L. So it is what it is. Green to red on the day. So yeah, I'm not green on the day anymore. I'm green to red, so halfway there. Halfway there, guys. Green to red, green to red on the day. What a place to be in. Green to red. That's like fucking, oh man, what a fucking place to be in. But yeah, man. Um, you know, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Gonna have to, trade better. I will say the levels have been working. The curriculum has been working. From a systematic view, everything has been working. But when it comes to the trading decisions, I could have done things definitely better. But even the trades with the shitty kind of entries, they all went green and worked. So if I would have just set a profit stop, it would have never been a red trade. So the ways to prevent losses are to, if you allow yourself to hold a trade, a losing trade can go back to green. If a trade's green, ways to prevent losses, set a profit stop. So, use that to your advantage, man, because for people who are losing in the market, they don't hold their trades long enough. Like if you guys enter a trade and it drops, it can easily go right back up, right? Obviously, you manage your risk, but the longer time you have to hold something, the more time you have to have a win. So you manage your risk by what you put into that. Start light. And then if something is green, it could flip red and then it can go higher, or it can go green to red and just go lower. So if you set a profit stop, prevents losses, protects your green. So the two ways to prevent losing money in the market is to hold trades because they can go red to green, and to set profit stops because they'll prevent you from going green to red. So a lot of people lose money in the market because they're either not holding losers that go green, or they're not setting profit stops on their winners. Those are the number of reasons. Because if you do those two things that I just said, it'll automatically increase your win rate. You know, a lot of people want a high win rate. Well, I'm like, set profit stops and hold fucking L's at times, right? The less you put in, the longer you can hold the L. The more you put in, the less you can hold it. So part of holding is just being positioned to hold. And you guys know, if you add to a trade, set a fucking profit stop. Dude, I added to this. I was like, fuck it. I'm not even going to set a profit stop. It started to go below the bullish zone. I cut it. So, just understand how losses are made. So my losses were made today. They weren't even made or created by this was a shitty entry, wasn't created by that. This was a decent entry. It was in the middle, not the best, not the worst. So there was an improvement there. But the loss was created in not setting a profit stop. That's how I lost money. So if I would have set a profit stop, it would have been green. I did add to the winner at the peak, but if I would have set a profit stop, I would have been profit stopped out for it would have been a win, which is better than a fucking L. So yeah, that's what you guys need to understand, man. You know, People lose money in the market because they don't take profits and they flip their shit green to red, and they don't hold losers. And a fuck ton of the times, the losers go red to green. And the less you put in, the longer you can hold the loser. And if you don't want L's, or you don't want to even hold L's, it's like, bro, just use a 30-minute chart. It's a great guide to timing trades. Um, this whole shit, there was one green candle. Well, it ended up being a fake out. Nothing works 100% of the time. Was it the most bullish pattern? No, it wasn't the most bullish pattern. There was a fuck ton of red, but there was a green candle. We tried it. It faked out. So if it starts to go under this, it falls off a cliff. So you can either risk the cliff, or you can risk right there when it goes under. I decided to risk as soon as it went below that level. So yeah, it is what it is, The green days are bigger than the red days. Yesterday I had a massive fucking green day. Everything worked out. Today my shit flipped green to red. I could have risked more. I was like, bro, fuck this. I'm getting out. I'll take the red day. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, setting a profit stop would have prevented the else. So holding the trades got me green. I held this one, it went green. I held this one, it went green. But this one was most green right here. I could have just gotten the fuck out. But it was being a fucking bitch, just fucking dropping instantly too. But I had time to get out. I could have gotten out there. So in terms of how I traded, the biggest mistake was not setting profit stops. That was the worst thing I did today, was not setting profit stops. I did a decent job of managing the risk, but I did choose to decide to go green to red. I could have managed that, but I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to aim for a bigger win. And I didn't set the profit stop. And, I controlled the L, but green to red because I didn't set the profit stop. But I knew that. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to just hold it. So, yeah, if you guys don't want to lose money, just make sure, man, you're listening to the information, man, because you're going to see, man. Is one thing to know what works, but when you're actually trading, you're gonna see, like, if I stuck to what I do, I could have just set the profit stop, would have been green. But I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna take the risk. Boom, fucking red. So yeah, I'm gonna, we're just gonna see. We're gonna see how this reacts here. But yeah, guys, I hope that makes sense, because holding losers and setting profit stops are two ways to increase your win rate, right? The longer you hold, the less your position size should be when you're right on a trade. So you can start light. You can add to winners, get bigger winners, and set profit stops. Sometimes when you add to a winner, you're going to get instantly profit stopped out. Sometimes you're going to add to a winner, like yesterday, if you guys were adding to the winners, you wouldn't have been profit stopped out. it would have just kept going higher and higher and higher, right? Um, but in terms of not flipping green to red, the scalping shit is definitely superior. Like fucking bro, every trade went green. 15% is 15%. A big fucking spike right here is a big fucking spike. It's like this is all it takes, dude. I'm telling like in this market, this is literally fucking you guys know all the time I tell you you risk one red minute candle. You risk one red this is why. It's like, bro, I was in here. Look, this shit had a big fucking spike. 1 minute red candle risk. Look at this shit. Turns red, instantly fucking goes down to the entry. Like, bro, that's why this whole like I get it. You guys want to hold for big wins too, but if you set profit stops, you're gonna notice you're gonna get profit stopped out a fuck ton of the times. You know, sometimes it'll just go red, sometimes it'll go lower, but sometimes we get days where the profit stop doesn't get triggered and it just goes straight up. You know, sometimes we time a trade a certain way and it just keeps on going up and up and up and up and up. Those are the days where you should have massive green days, like yesterday. Like when something just keeps on going up and you add to it and you set a profit stop, dude, it's unlimited fuck you money. You know, for today's price action, it wasn't like that. It was up, down, up, down, up, down, and then it fell off a cliff. It was like that for the Bears. It was not, it wasn't really like that for the Bulls. In the morning it was, you know. But yeah. So yeah, man. Just understand when the price action is good and you add to winners and you set profit stops, you guys are gonna have your biggest green days. When the price action is shit, you'll get profit stopped out for a smaller W, and then it'll either just collapse and you'll be glad you got out, or it'll just go up higher. So that's the market, man. Price action is a fucker. It really is. That's why you have to set up, you have to design a system that allows you to be profitable in any sort of price action. You know, if you hold a trade, it can go green, you can make a profit on an L. If you set a profit stop, it's impossible to go green to red, prevents you from losing money, and it protects your trade, right? So this could all have been prevented easily. But yeah, man, it is what it is. And like I said, guys, if you want to go look, if you want the best entry and you want to go degenerate, use the best levels. Use the best levels. If you guys wanna if you want to go degenerate and just get in, not have the best confirmations, I mean, even today it worked. And I did it in a fucking downtrend. It's like, dude, this trade was green. This trade was green. It still fucking worked. All right. So it's like, set the fucking profit stop. Fuck. But like, if you guys just want to go full fucking degenerate and get the best entry and hold the shit for the best outcome, like I said, dude, the best levels. The previous day low was the best level where when it hit the lows, the market reverses very bullish. That's why I said in the game plan to buy calls here, and then boom, it instantly fucking went up. So it is what it is, man. You know, you guys, you can have the best system, the best curriculum, you can have the best everything, but you got to stick to what works, man. That's what cost me today. I was like, bro, I'm gonna take the risk, and I risked that shit green to red because they didn't set a profit stop. So yeah. Man, it is what it is, man. You know? So look, now we got the green, red, green coming in. Now it's flipping bullish, you know? So it just goes to show you, man, confirmations and if you want to hold trades at degenerate levels, set profit stops. And if you just want to get into the best levels and hold, that seems to be the best thing to be working. Like fucking I did the same shit yesterday. I bought it at 752. We knew 750 was like the best level, and it fucking collapsed. And then I started adding to the winners and it worked. Today it did the opposite. It fucking um today we bought at the same level, but it didn't fucking reverse with the higher level, and then it went lower first. But it fucking at first it worked phenomenal. So what a fucking, you know, this is how the market works. This is what it does. This is why we always tell people to you can hold your trades, especially if they're L's, but like just set profit stops. You know, you're gonna almost every single time it'll flip back to green. You know, you just manage your risk in that. But yeah, man. This is the market. It's quite the motherfucker. It really is. Like, obviously, calls look a million times better now because SPY finally hit the lows and the candle's green. And it's not just green, but if you guys look at the pattern, it's at the most oversold level for a green, red, red, green, right? So this can still go to 753. And then sometimes the market goes parabolic crazy and then it just goes right back to the highs. It could do it. It can also form lower highs here. But we'll see how the 30-minute candle closes, man. Today would have been 100 times better if we would have just bought from better levels and held from there, or if we would have just set profit stops. Like, that's all we needed to do, was just set profit stops and buy at better levels. It would have been a lot bigger W's. But if you guys want to hold something, try to hold from a good level. Try to hold from a best level. Because then otherwise, what can happen is, the shit goes up a little bit and then it just collapses. So, like, obviously, if you set a profit stop, you wouldn't be right in that. But, like, if you guys just want to hold a trade and there's lacks of confirmations, just try to aim for better levels. Like 752, it was an amazing level and it worked. It spiked $1. It was great. But 751, it spiked, that was an amazing level too. So the levels work, the trades worked. The reason why we lost is because we didn't set a profit stop. That's why. We didn't set a profit stop because we held and we was like, fuck it. We're gonna aim for a bigger win, and the shit cost me fucking green or red. So it is what it is, man. So I hope you guys have learned, from this stream. We're gonna try our best to finish this, strong and green. So yeah, man, the market, it's a fucker. This is why holding is important at times and setting profit stops is very important. That's another thing. If you guys are going against the trend, if you get on a trade, if you hold that shit, you're holding. You know what you're holding. So if it goes up, you could just set a profit stop. Boom, get out. I could have done that right here. But no, I chose to fucking hold this shit. I could have sold this shit right here. Boom, out. But nope, held the shit against the trend, went back up, could have got out again. Nope, hold it, boom, L. So yeah, it is what it is, man. So I mean, the entries were decent. The fucking confirmations were kind of shit. Definitely more on the degenerate side. So the profit stop is what cost us the day. We didn't set the profit stop. It cost us the day. So it is what it is. If you guys don't want to be fucking red, set the fucking profit stop. Happens all the time, dude. Happens all the time. Trades go up, fucking go right back down. And then I know everyone wants big winners, but it's like, bro, set a profit stop, move it up higher, sell into rips, sell into key levels. It's like the market isn't always going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always going to go straight up. Sometimes it's going to go up a little bit and then it's going to fucking collapse. Like, there's sometimes it's just going to chop. So it's like, the one thing you guys can do if you want big wins, you set a profit stop, you move it up higher, you add to it, and then eventually get profit stopped out. So if you're trading during high volatile times where the market just keeps ramping up or down, that's extremely advantageous for winning big. Like if you guys get in on the morning, a lot of the times this shit just collapses and skyrockets. It doesn't have, you know what I mean? A lot of the times it just goes straight up or straight down. So I will say when it comes to winning big, if you're looking for straight up and straight down, that's definitely more towards the market open and then sometimes during power hour. So if you guys want big wins, you need momentum to continue to go up. And shit like that loves to happen during market open and power hour, sometimes even during the middle of the day. Um, you know, but usually a lot of the smooth write ups, market open, power hour at times, and then towards 12 p.m. we might get one of those, reversals or something like that. But you got to know the key times. Market open, 12 p.m., and power hour are key times where it can just kind of go straight up. But you guys know the market's a motherfucker. It's like, bro, look at this shit. It went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, then it had a bigger move. So it's like, if you set a profit stop, you would have been profit stopped out and you would have missed out on the big move, right? If you held it, your risk is basically everything um, for the big move. So you guys do what you want. Um, in terms of what I did today, I held for bigger wins and I didn't set a profit stop and it cost me red. So, you know, what's not working with my shit. It's not setting a fucking profit stop. It's like I could have just been green. I could have had more green. But no, I want to sit here and go green to red trying to make more. It's like there's plenty of time to make more. I can make more tomorrow, make more fucking Monday, compound the account. So, yeah, set the fucking profit stops, you know? If you don't set the profit stop, you risk red and you were already green. So it is what it is, man. Green is fucking green. So yeah, interesting day, very degenerate. Um, you know, interesting day, very degenerate. Yeah, is what it is, man. So there we go. Fucking what the fuck. But bro, this not dude, the easiest fucking time is 9:50 to 11. I'm telling you, man, this 9:50 to 11 is the easiest fucking time to fucking trade. If something's not easy to trade, the only way to make it easier is to hold the trade. That's literally it. If something is shit and you hold it, it can go down a fuck ton and come back to life. So if you guys are trading during shit times, holding definitely helps with that. So yeah, that should have helped. All right, so someone said good learning session. All right, so good. People are learning. This is good. Like you guys have to learn and focus on trading your own systems because I'm telling you, a lot of people don't trade this way. They use stop losses. Bro, I'm sitting here saying if you set a profit stop, you'll never be red. Other people are saying if you use a stop loss, you're gonna get stopped out. It's like, bro, you can manage your risk without setting a stop loss. That's exactly what I did today. I took a position size. It wasn't the biggest of size, but I did add to it. And I was like, do I want to risk another dollar? I said, this looks like shit. I'm just gonna get out. I don't need a stop loss to do that. Um, you know, so stop losses are just for premature traders. They really are. It's like we don't need to get stopped out. If it goes below a level, we can see how it reacts, risk a little bit more, and then just get out if it reacts the way we don't like. Like it's okay to risk a tiny bit more, um, you know, to see if something's gonna reverse. Um, because at that point, the reversal is a fuck ton more than the risk. If something's hanging on by a thread and it goes under a thread, it's okay to see like if it wants to go a little bit lower and then reverse, right? But obviously you have to get out at some point unless you're just comfortable with taking the extra risk and you're positioned to do that. There's times where I'm in trades, I'm positioned to hold this shit to zero and for it to collapse, but I'll cut it because I'm like, this is just shit. I don't want to hold this. Sometimes I do cut it. The vast majority of the time, though, the L's do come back to life. 7 out of 10 times they do go red to green. But another thing is the trade was already green. So, to sit here and say a trade is going to go from green to red to green, that's pretty fucking degenerate. That's another reason why I got out too. It's like the trade was already green multiple times. So that's another thing, man. If you guys are in a trade that was fucking green, red, green, and you're holding that shit, and then you're saying it's gonna go green again, it's like that's really more of just holding an L. It's like the shit was already green. Set a fucking profit stop. But yeah, profit stops will they'll get you out in the profit. They'll get you out in the profit. You won't be flipping red. Um, and when you set profit stops, you'll have the big green days when the price just keeps going up, right? So confirmations, timing, certain periods of day, right? But if you guys take the risk, you risk everything. Like, it's like for power hour, if you guys buy calls here or here and it goes here, that's a nice percentage gain. If it goes right back down, You lose all the profit, the trade's red, and then it goes higher. It does that too. It's a motherfucker. It doesn't, nothing just goes straight up. Eventually, it drops, and then it tries to go higher. So, like, setting profit stops is very important. That's another, instead of, someone could have bought calls here, instead of just holding to fucking here, they could have bought this here, sold this here, and then they could have just gotten back in and then sold higher. They could have done that too. So, just make sure if you guys don't want to be red, there's a time where it makes sense to hold red trades. If something goes green to red, that's very questionable to could be continuing to hold that unless you're just comfortable with the risk of that for bigger gains. But that's just another fucker about big wins. The thing about big wins is there's plenty of times where it goes green to red and then it goes bigger. It happens all the fucking time. But the risk is your fucking profit. And then if you risk your profit and you're still in on the trade, then you're risking an L. And the trade was green in the first place. So if you guys want green days, just focus on these fucking profit stops, dude. You set the profit stops, you move it up higher. So I was in here, it went to here. I could have set a profit stop in the middle, right? So I would have been risking half the gains, and then I could have been profit stopped out. But instead, I chose to risk all the gains, and then I chose to risk a little red, and then I cut the trade. So yeah. So there you go, man. So just make sure you guys are listening, and you guys can create your own systems with the material, with the curriculum. You guys can decide how you want to trade, dude. That's your guys' call on how you actually want to trade, um, and how you want to create your system. Like the easiest thing was just to no confirmation, best levels. 751 was the best level. 752 was the best level. No fucking confirmation. It fucking ripped. It fucking rips. And this shit worked, but I didn't sell. So, yeah, that was pretty fucking easy. If you guys want to trade degenerate, you can do it. Um, but just you gotta be on top of your game. And part of being on top of your game is like setting fucking profit stops. Because if another thing too, like if you're going against the trend and not the greatest levels, you can have a quick move in your favor and then it just drops a fuck ton too. And if you didn't get profit stopped out, then you're, hoping this shit reverses. But if it forms a reversal, then it'll actually reverse. So, but if it hits certain levels, it's not really like a hope thing. It's more of just like it's gonna fucking bounce at certain levels. But man, if you guys focus on the best levels and set profit stops, um, you're gonna be green nearly every time, you know? Um, so yeah. That should make sense. But yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Some good entries, not the worst ideas, horrible confirmations. Um, and it worked, but I didn't set the profit stop. So it is what it is. You know, if you're not gonna set profit stops, you gotta sell it at some point. So you could sell it when you're green, or you can sell it when it goes green to red. It's a personal choice. There's risk to everything. When you hold a trade, you're risking your profits. If you hold a trade that's green to red, you're risking going green to red. There's risk to everything. So it is what it is, man. You know, it's like a lot of dude. That's how some people. Some people they're like, yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna hold this shit, risk it for fucking. You know what I mean? But you got to be position sized to do that if you're gonna do that. And that has never been my type of style to fucking hold something for fucking ever. So I mean, I literally tried that today. Look, it fucking cost me a fucking green day. Oh my gosh. If I would have done what I did yesterday, just take fucking profits, I would have been green. And I started my day green. So today was horrible in terms of green to red. That was fucking horrible. But it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, I'm obviously not trading now because that was full fucking green to red. Like fuck that. Like we need to wait for the next day. But this is 749.30 is the next best level. Bro, there could be a swing here. I might make a swing. We'll see. There could be a swing trade here. But yeah, the market is still channeling. It had its fake outs, it had its channels. So yeah, I mean, this day could have been a fuck ton worse. It really could have been. The whole day, this shit it hit our level, it skyrocketed, and then after that quick move, it fucking collapsed like fucking crazy. So it had a nice reversal here at 752, and then it formed a lower high, failed to break out, and then it finally broke the zone. Once it broke the zone, it fucking collapsed. So quite the fucking day, you know? Quite the fucking day here. But yeah, man, you guys can see how quick like I stop trading when like a mistake is made, you know? I'm like, there's a new day. We'll make it all back and more the next day. Like it is what it is. I took a risk, it didn't pay off, and fucking cut the shit. Like that's how it has to be. If you guys don't want big red days, you gotta stop fucking trading. Unless you just size in super fucking small and hold the trades, you know? Could do that too. Um, and then you can add the winners. Those can turn into big W's. You could do that too. Like it works. So there's a lot of different things that works. The holding shit clearly uh does not work 100% best for me. Um, I've always been more of the scout, you know? It is what it is. Oh my gosh, this person's saying horrible things. I gotta ban this person. They don't watch the streams. It's like, bro, fucking people, dude. Crazy. It's like, guys, if you're red and like you take a risk or you just, whatever the fuck in your red, just stop trading, you know? If you're not doing what you're normally doing, then just stop trading. It's not that hard. Just call it for what it is and then just keep moving forward, you know? Just because I do something once doesn't mean I do this every fucking time. It's like watch the streams every fucking time we take our profits. This was the one stream where I didn't take profit, you know? Which is why I'm not trading right now. Why the fuck would I trade? I just didn't take profit. The fuck? We reset, we come back tomorrow better. So, you know, everybody, sometimes I might do that. Sometimes I might be like, you know what? I'm looking at the bigger, longer term picture. I'm gonna aim for a big W. If I go red, fuck it. We'll have a little red. It is what it is. I don't like doing that. Sometimes I might. But everybody knew what I was doing. I was obviously taking a risk in that situation. But I don't like doing it because I can go green to red. That's why. Like that shit can cost me my green day. Long term, it definitely works, but green to red sucks. Nobody wants to be green to red. So it is what it is, man. It is what it. This was the first stream where I didn't take profits. I almost took profits here. I was very tempted to take profits here. It dropped like yesterday, and I was like, fuck it, it'll probably go back up. But we were trading against the trend too, and then that kicked in, and then it went nearly green again. This was green as fuck, and then it turned red, fucking added, and it went red. So, you know, for some people, adding to winners, it's not for them. That's another thing you guys have to experiment with. Some of you guys, when you add to winners, it's gonna collapse. Sometimes it's gonna always be good for you. It's different. Not everyone likes adding to winners. That's another thing. Not everyone likes holding trades. That's another thing. But no matter what, if you set the fucking profit stops, they're gonna save you from being red, which is why they're very important. I tell you guys all the time, when you're up on a trade, make sure you set a profit stop, especially on options if you have 10%, So if you guys, everyone has to hold themselves accountable to what they're doing, instead of just trying to blindly follow people. Like, you guys have to know. Like, if I want to sit here and say, you know what, today I'm going to take a risk and long term this will work, but if it doesn't, then I flip red, that's me. Someone else, they could have said, all right, I don't want to go green to red on the day, so if this shit goes up, I'm going to set a profit stop. Two different outcomes for the day, also two different outcomes for the long term. So you guys do what you want. All the trades were green, you know? It's like all the trades were green. You guys can do what you want. They were all fucking green. You can sell for profits. You can risk more without a profit stop and flip red. You can try to, like long term, it should be bigger green, but like, you know what I mean? Green to red sucks. So I don't like doing what we did today. I don't like that. Green to red, that fucking sucks. Especially if we're adding to a trade. That's not good. It's not good if we add to a trade to a green to red. That is not good. It's like adding to that shit is literally why I flipped red. So it definitely cost me today. But we're still green on the week, which is extremely important. You know, it's not like I'm withdrawing money every single day, so the week is what matters. But yeah, man, we're still green on the week. We started with a green day. All the trades were green, so it is what it is. You know, you guys know the risk of trading. You guys know the risk of holding. You guys know the risk of this shit. You can see what SPY does every day. All it does is just fuck 24 fucking 7. So yeah, man, it's fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. That's what I'm saying too. The one thing about holding positions is there's a lot of times in the market where holding positions is not the move, you know? So this scalping shit is goated if you know how to time your shit. It really is. Because at least with scalping every single day, it'll either work or not. Sometimes you guys will hold a trade, it'll never work because the market isn't positioned to hold the trade. You know, like today, today I was holding this shit, it flipped fucking red. Obviously, if I was in puts, it would have worked, but sometimes the market is just gonna do this. It's just gonna channel fuck. And for people who are holding trades, they're gonna get fucking flipped. And like, not every day is even meant to be held. Some days, I mean, this was a shitty day to kind of hold trades. This was kind of shitty. A lot of chop, a lot of fucked up price. You'll see, not every day is even meant to be held. That's why scalping is important too. Like fucking, um, you know, there's a lot of days. It's more of a holding market, but there are seasons where holding is the worst thing you can do. That's why you got to be prepared for that shit. There's like 2 to 3 months every year. It's usually shit to hold trades if you're holding trades. Lots of chop, lots of fucking channels, like fucking shit. But yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know? Oh my goodness. It's fucking everybody knows the risk of holding, you know? Everybody knows the risk of holding. Like I was holding today, it led to wins. We held further, and then they flipped red. So it's a choice. 100%. But yeah, man, this whole chart is fucking degenerate. It really is, dude. This is like some degenerate fucking this shit can easily spike. It really could, but this whole fucking day is with how fucked this day has been, the most logical thing is probably a spike, is what I would say. The most logical thing is probably this shit spikes with how this day went. You know, the Bulls still held their line. Um, they're fucking shit. Yeah, see, like someone said they make more money scalping. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's so many people who make more money not holding trades. You know, they size in bigger, they get in, they get out, right? They take according risk. So obviously timing is going to matter a lot more. Um, but that's the interesting thing about trading. You know, if you guys trade every single day, timing, it's always there. Getting in, getting out, and scalping, it's always there. But holding a trade, not every single day is a day to hold a trade, you know? But there's always a time to time a trade. There's always an opportunity to get in and out. So I'm telling you, if you guys figure that shit out and compound your account, it's gonna be fucking insane. It's gonna be insane fucking results. You know, there's many traders who make 6 figures plus, whether they're going with at the money options or they're going with futures, they're making 6 figures on a single trade when SPY goes up 1 to 2 points. You know? And you don't have to hold this for a long time for this to go up a point. Look at how fast this shit goes up. You know, you trade this during the right period of time. I'm telling you, man, this trade is out there. Whenever you see SPY go up a point, you know, they trade futures, fucking ES, NASDAQ, they're trading the futures, dude. They're making 6 figures on a small little spike. Like this trade right here, dude, there's motherfuckers, this shit that we got in on, there's motherfuckers making tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands on this small little move, right? So they're obviously getting in, getting out, not holding this shit to fucking infinity. They're focused on timing the trades, and managing their risk without it going to zero. So that works too. The cool thing about that is, um, the trade kind of happens right away. So it either works or it doesn't, and if it doesn't, you manage your risk and get out, scale out. But the trade happens instantly, The disadvantage is, a lot of the times trades drop, and then when they drop, they go right back up, right? But it could just be as simple as if you want to time something perfectly, you aim for perfect timing. If it doesn't work, you get out, and then you wait for another trade, you know? Could be as simple as that. So you guys decide how you want to trade. There's benefits to both. Some people they just never do well even holding. Some people hold L's, it never comes back to life. Everyone's different. Some people add to winners. The fucking there was no reason, some people add to winners and they're like, bro, I'm adding to winners, it's costing me profit. So everyone's different, man. So you guys got to figure out what works for you. Does adding to winners, is that helping you or not? Is holding trades helping you or not? Is setting profit stops helping you, right? You guys got to figure out what you want to do. You can do both. That gets more complicated. But yeah, you just got to be positioned to do what you want to do. If you scalp, you can size bigger at first and then cut it, hold less. If you hold, you can size lighter, add to winners. If that works for you, set a profit stop, right? Um, so yeah, in the market environment, it changes every single day. That's why knowing this shit is very important. You can have one system, but if you know all the systems and you know how to trade the market's environment every single day, whether the shit just chops and fucks everyone, or whether the shit goes down and then up, or whether it goes fucking down, up, down again, whatever the fuck it does, if you have a good understanding of the market's price action for the day, you get to decide how you want to trade it. Like I ended up green, and then I, decided to take a bigger risk. The trade was green and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna risk more. And then it went green to red, and then I held it a little longer, and then I cut it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna call it here. I don't want to risk more. It looked like fucking bearish as fuck too when I cut that shit. So I was like, I'm getting out of this shit. Like, fuck it. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Every single day is a different day. So you have to figure out how you guys want to trade that day. Because I'm telling you, dude, every single day, this chart, this shit be looking different every single day. You go back a week or two, you'll find similarities. But in terms of every day, it's like, bro, this shit went up, down, up. This shit went straight up. This shit went straight up. This shit went straight down. Shit went straight up. Chop the buck, crash, fucking every day. It's like something fucking different, and it moves different. It trades different. This is why you have to be very strategic with how you trade and know shit besides stop losses, because the market is always changing. So you got to be able to adapt, and you got to be able to see it for what it is. I saw a brilliant idea. It worked. It didn't work. That's another thing, guys. Trades work. You know, we went long. It went up almost $1. The trade worked. Just because something works doesn't mean it's going to keep on working. Just because we hit a profit target doesn't mean it's going to keep on going higher. Sometimes something will work and then it stops working and then it collapses. So, if something works, going green to red tends to be the worst of decisions, right? Obviously, if you're sizing in light and you just want to aim for the biggest of fucking wins and not give a fuck about the scalps, then by all means, if you guys want to do that, you can do that. But dude, what works best for me, I'm telling you, dude, when I'm green, setting the fucking profit stops. That's what works best for me. It's like holding this shit. You really just got to be positioned to hold it and just hold it. If it goes up, no reason to sell, just hold the fucking trade. You know what I mean? It's like, I like to trade. I like to get in. I like to get out. I don't like to hold the shit to fucking infinity and like up and down, up and down. It's like, You know, I like to get in, I like to get out, I like to take the profits. That's what I like to do. I like to get paid. If something pays me at the speed of light, I like to get paid. I don't like to get paid and then go red. It's like I already got paid. The fuck? Like, just take the profit. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. Every once in a while, if you guys want to take a risk and be like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? If you guys want to hold a certain trade and take the risk, you can do that. Just know what you're risking. You know, if you want to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take the risk. Like that's what I did. I took the risk. It went against me. I got out. It is what it is. It works long term, but today that shit didn't work, and it cost me fucking green to red, which could have been prevented if I just set a profit stop. So yeah, man, just know the risk and know how you guys want to trade, man. In the market environment, it's always changing. It's always changing. It's not fucking easy. Like the 30-minute chart. Look, the levels, easy as fuck. Bro, you could have just blindly bought in right here at the best level, even at a higher level. It went green as fuck. This level worked. Green as fuck. 752, green as fuck. 751, let's see, 751. This went up. 750, this went up. All the levels worked, you know? Oh, hold the trade, hold the trade, hold the trade, hold the trade. It's like, bro, something goes green, it could go red. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. The people who went long today and aimed for the bigger wins, it only worked in the morning, you know? If they would have set profit stops, they would have been green, 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 green. If they would have held here, they all would have been red. So, you know, you guys gotta understand, man, this market is a motherfucker, you know? I know a lot of people want to hold too, but look at all the W's and not fucking holding at the levels. Like, fuck, if you sell this it's like set the profit stops, move it up higher. Sometimes you get big wins, right? If you sell this too soon, well, there's a fuck ton of other dips to be buying. Like, fucking, there's a million fucking dips to be buying. This is money, this is money, this is money, this is money, 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 money. All the dips are fucking working. So, you know, it's not easy to hold, dude. It's easy to hold an L and then sell for a profit. That works almost every single time. But holding a trade, fucking green, red, green, red, green, red, fucking big green, it's easier said than done, you know? It's like we could have made a fucking trillion scalps on calls at our levels. They all would have worked. But I held this shit, flipped red, and now I'm done, you know? So it is what it is, dude. It is what it fucking is, man. Um, Holding, it's amazing for red to green. It's amazing if you want bigger wins, but you gotta manage that shit. Fucking profit stops, move it higher. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. Um, at least we traded this a fuck ton better than July 13th. You know, we were green on all the trades, started green. So this shit literally just pulled um a July 13th again. At least we traded it a fuck ton better. This is literally just like fucking July 13th. Um, Traded this a lot fucking better. Started green. These trades were green, flipped them red, and then just cut them. So we traded this shit a lot better. So that right there is an improvement. Green to red is shit. But if you guys want to take the risk, then, you know, at some point, if you keep on holding, it could be green to red if you're positioned that way. But guys, this shit can literally start to reverse, or just keep on dropping to fucking 749 and then spiking. There's still no fucking confirmation. Dude, we only got one. This is like insane, bro. Like, look at the fucking. We bought calls into this def, and we had a very nice win. And then we tried it again into this def. It turned green, and then we tried it again into the green, and that was a nice green. Bro, we were buying calls in a fucking def. All the trades were green. And then we fucking took the risk for a breakout. A breakout above 753, sent it to the highs. Didn't happen, took the risk, and then sold for L. Um So man, I mean like pretty good in terms of like going long today. We did decent, but we didn't set profit. I didn't set the profit stop. That was the problem. And fucking that's the shit that costs right there. But bro, to buy into what the fuck we bought to, those levels worked to a fucking T. 750, 751, 752. SPY spiked a dollar at every single level. And I still managed to fucking turn that red. Like, damn. Oh my gosh, bro. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is, man. Like, if a fucking trade is red and it goes green, profit stop. If a trade is green and you don't want to go green to red, profit stop. It's like, it is what it is, man. This shit is fucking crazy, man. We did pretty good. It could have been a fuck ton worse. It really could have been worse, you know? Oh, man. What a fucking day this was, man. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if you guys bought that dip in the morning, man, that shit went fucking crazy. That was the fucking time, man. In the morning, this shit went up straight the fuck up. And then you guys know after 12, the market, it's on its fuck shit. First trade of the day, 11 a.m. before 12, it worked instantly. And we sold the peak. We start trading into some fucking pit of fucking red. Bro, it went up, it collapsed. This was a decent entry. This was a nice spike. Didn't take profit. Added, no profit stop. Sold for the L right here. So, yeah, man. This, like I said, guys, 12 p.m., most difficult time to trade. If you want to win, you have to size down and hold the trades. That's the only way, dude. Like, bro, look at this. At 12 p.m. hits, I buy it. It collapsed. Further into it, I buy it. It dropped. It's like, bro, if people aren't holding trades after 12, fucked. Fucked, man. So, yeah, after 12, 100%. After 12 p.m., gotta hold the trades longer. Before that, you guys can literally just get in, set profit stops, green as fuck. Everything is so smooth before 12. Whenever 12 p.m. hits, I'm like, bro, we's gotta hold the shit for this to work. It's fucking damn. Look at this shit, dude. It's fucking crazy, man. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, man. Shit is fucking crazy, dude. I know it's a choice. Losing is 100% a choice. We're gonna be green as fuck tomorrow. Bro, everybody was green. 100%. Everybody's green. Bro, I hope you guys didn't flip green to red. If you took the risk, you took the risk. I hope you guys didn't flip green to red, man. All those trades were green. Losing was a choice. I took the risk, man. I took the risk. It is what it is. Oh my gosh, dude. The fuck? Like, it's fucking, holy shit, man. This is fucking crazy. Dude. Shit is fucking crazy, dude. Shit is fucking insanity, man. But yeah, guys, let's see how the 30-minute opens. Bro, this is like this whole fucking chart has went full fucking degenerate. So yeah, man, I'm gonna call it here. I hope you guys, learned something today, and I hope you're working on systems and doing what's best for your trading. In terms of my trading, when it comes to going long on something that went from 755 all the way to 750, I did pretty good. What flipped the red was not setting a profit stop, you know? So we started green here, we sold the peak, very nice W. Um, got in right here. It was green. It dropped quickly. I was like, fuck it. I'll just hold it. It fucking dropped. And then it came back to life. Still didn't get out. And then I got a futures trade right here. This had a very nice breakout and spike from my entry multiple times. And I was like, fuck it. We're gonna set the profit target up here. And then it collapsed and I chose to go green to red, didn't set a profit stop, and I got out right here before it fucking collapsed again. So, yeah, I would say today was a dud. We started off on fire. This was a win that turned into a dud, and then we cut it. So, just a dud of a fucking day. Um, so not too bad, but we could have done better. Definitely not too bad though, especially for a red day. But we went green to red, so the red day really wasn't shit. We was already green too, and we cut the L's quick. So yeah, green to red. This is the first green to red day on the stream. So the reason why we were red is because we decided to not set a profit stop while risking gains, right? So if you guys know the risk of holding. If you guys want to risk more, you can set a profit stop and get profit stopped out green, or you can just risk green to red. And then from there, you have to decide if you're going to be green to red on the day. It depends on what you put into the position. This shit was crashing and my frequency was saying it's very bearish. So I got out. Plus, I didn't want to lose more money. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just cut this one. So I'm going to call it here, man. This is the first green to red on this stream. We started green, so losing was a choice. And then all of the L's were green too. So for those of you who hate losing money, the number one thing from today is to set profit stops. If you don't like losing money, you don't like red days, you don't like going green to red, manage your risk, set profit stops. So I'm gonna leave it off with that, man. You guys have an amazing day. We're gonna absolutely crush it tomorrow, and we're gonna finish this week very, very strong.